Already in it. The bucket put us live. I don't even know. We are already underway. Someone lets me know. I don't know, but I'm just gonna cast this and go live. We go live. Shot here by Lone Wolves. Lone Wolves and Kappa. If you're just tuning in here, welcome. Welcome. I'll do the welcome after the first game. Pushing it right in. Unlikely getting the first goal of the game for Lone Wolves is unlikely, but not an unlikely goal. 1-0.
Yeah, it just bumps off the corner of their side there and makes a great shot for Unlikely to push that into the goal.
And now that was 37 seconds into game number 1 here in round 1 of this 3v3 weekly. Youth by Rewind Gaming, and a save coming out strong from Sir Isaac Newton. Or not Sir Isaac Newton, I'm sorry, that one was Aloha, and then some of these names, Timotheus getting another goal. It is Alchemeth. I was way too far away from my screen there. Apparently, I need better glasses now. It's 2-0 Lone Wolves here early.
Timotheus is just tilting himself so he can get the right amount of power to push that in there.
And now pushing this off into the corner, going up high. Bilbo looking for Timotheus, and Timotheus gets that one. 4 minutes left to go in this game. 1 minute gone. 3-0.
This is almost a slaughter now. Yeah, just angling himself perfectly so he can slot that in. nicely.
And now 3-0 lead so far with 4 minutes left to go in the game. Timotheus met by members of Kappa, who is in orange, off in this game. Things got a little crazy little start here. Over in midfield, pushing that in is Unlikely and Timotheus trying to make a play happen over there onto the corner. Now it's going to be Isaac Newton to Alchemeth off the crossbar. Alchemeth to himself, and it's bounced off to the next corner. Isaac Newton trying to play this one in, played away by Timotheus, wrapping back around. Both teams looking like they just want to reset. Timotheus is going to wrap around here, try to hit it back to midfield. He gets it over one guy, met by Alchemeth. Now Bilbo opting for Unlikely. Back to Bilbo. Bilbo with the shot to Unlikely. Unlikely gets that one in and taps it onto the ground and makes it 4-0 with 3:16 left to go.
Yeah. So Isaac Newton there trying to make it clear, but just hits it to the side, which leaves an open, well, nearly open net for Bilbo. And it looks like Unlikely may have still stolen that one a little bit.
Still in midfield, playing off Timotheus, met by Alchemeth. And trying to find the ball was Bilbo, but he ended up missing that one. There's Unlikely. Back to Bilbo. Bilbo hanging it over to the net. Timotheus can't get back there in time. Timotheus still trying to play on this ball, but he's beaten by Sir Isaac Newton. And now, off we go. Over to Timotheus. Timotheus back over into the corner to get pushed away. Approaching the halfway point in this game. Still 4-0 off of the back wall. Alchemeth looking to play it out, but it's played back in by Timotheus. Timotheus to Bilbo, high off the backboard. It goes back. Timotheus looking for the tap. He does get it. Back to the other side of the zone. Back to midfield. Now is Sir Isaac Newton back on the back wall. The double tap over now to Alchemeth. Can't find him. Broken up by two members of Lone Wolves. Now Unlikely in heavy traffic over to the corner. Does get a tap on that. Somehow ends up with that ball. Sir Isaac Newton does get the tap final on that. There's Bilbo getting two taps off the sidewall, pushing off low on the backboard. And now back. Sir Isaac Newton with a shot. It's going to be just wide there as we approach about 2 minutes to go into this game. Sir Isaac Newton dumping this one down. Bilbo can't get there. And now going off up to the side. Bilbo able to clear that one away. Isaac meeting him there. And Timotheus able to clear back over to the corner. Timotheus by Alchemeth. Alchemeth now back over with the shot. And he gets it by Sparkucci. 1:40 left to go. Kappa able to get their first goal of the game finally and pull themselves within 3 with 1:40 left to go.
It looked like he was stretching for that, and he did. He only just got it over his opponent, but he did, and the goal was left open, leading to a goal.
And right now, back off Alchemeth, able to flip that past one guy, and Timotheus trying to keep this in play to Bilbo. Bilbo can't find the ball, but he's able to get in front of it in his own zone. Now hanging it off the back wall, too Unlikely. Back to Bilbo. On midfield, Bilbo trying to get this to Timotheus. Taps it up high for Timotheus. He gets the shot! And a great play by Lone Wolves to put themselves ahead by 4 again with 1:19 left to go.
Yeah, looks like Bilbo's controlling this show right here. It's great control over the ball and great communication leading to goals from both.
Now 1:19 left to go. We have 7 shots on goal for Lone Wolves. Only 3 coming out from Kappa. We'll get something going late, but storming right back and able to get another goal to equalize that in their favor is Lone Wolves. As this heads back to midfield, keeping that over was, Sparkucci. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Back over Bilbo. Playing it over to the other side of the zone. 1 minute left to go. This is a best-of-3 series. They have another chance to get back into the game, as it is unlikely they will get back into game 1. That is Kappa. And that's enemy Alchemeth. He opts for Sparkucci on this ball, as it hits high, hanging along the middle of Lone Wolves' zone, but knocked back in by Sir Isaac Newton. Now, Newton towards the net. It's going to be wide and hit to the other side of the zone. Lone Wolves trying to clear this one out, maybe get some momentum going. Kappa is trying, but Bilbo ends up with the ball now in their territory. He hangs it over to the net, and punching it in is Unlikely to get the 6th goal and setting up a possible Brazil for Lone Wolves.
Yes, indeed. Bilbo there with the assist monster cannot stop its assisting there. Pushes it right into Unlikely's path, and always got to be a goal there.
with 23 seconds left to go, all you can really hope for is to play for game 2 at this point. Try to fix up some mistakes. Right now, Lone Wolf's just playing great aggressive ball, and has rotations just, just they got a little bit the better. Words are hard. Kappa getting the better of them is Lone Wolves there with great team plays coming out from Lone Wolves. A couple passes that sometimes are just hard to read off of. You got to challenge maybe a little early as they do get to Brazil. Timotheus at the buzzer beater Brazil. They're off the back wall low. And we'll move on to the game 2. There.
They're definitely pushing for that. They wanted the Brazil, the humiliation.
And
Bilbo
now
definitely man of the match there.
Bilbo, Unlikely, and Timotheus of Lone Wolves win convincingly game number 1 with 8 shots on goal to finish and 5 coming out from Kappa. Like I said, they got some thing going late at the end there. They've started to get some plays together, but mainly Lone Wolves just able to play along the sides of their corners nicely. It's keeping the ball from really getting anywhere dangerous and not letting plays develop for Kappa, and Kappa not able to prevent plays from happening by Lone Wolves, and maybe not challenging the ball as aggressively as they should to try to break up those plays before they can happen. Because once that second pass goes off, it's kind of hard to stop that momentum as it heads towards the net. Because then the ball gets in a position where you can't defend it best, and you're probably out of position at that point because you went for a pass and you whiffed it, and then you're just all out of sorts. But just like that, we are underway with game number 2. Lone Wolves taking game 1 in this best of 3, and now back around to their own zone. Bilbo tapping that one up for Unlikely or Timotheus. No one can find it, broken up by Kappa. And now Sparkucci going up to Newton. Newton, see if he can get something going here for his team early. A first goal for Kappa would be pretty huge, but Unlikely over to Bilbo. Bilbo taps it down for Unlikely, broken up by Sparkucci. Sparkucci takes his pass from Newton. What a pass by Newton, and they're going to get the first goal of the game here. Kappa going up 1-0.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they were banking on this second game because they're playing much better now and making great passes to lead to that goal.
Yeah, Newton specifically the catalyst to set that play up and get that goal, and then Sparkucci just tapped it just as high as he could, just as low as he possibly could to get it over the car of Lone Wolves, and now in their own zone looking to clear it out. He's able to get it back to at least midfield. Sparkucci with the ball here, trying to tap it over to Alchemith. Can't find him there, but broken up by Unlikely. Bouncing off the ramp, getting blown up there. Timotheus bounced off by Bilbo on the back wall, and Unlikely can't make it as he was met on the 50-50. He does keep it in play. That is Bilbo. Unlikely with another flip and pushed away by Isaac Newton. Now it's Newton rushing over, but he lost control of the ball. It got away from him off the backboard. Coming for a second tap is Bilbo, but he can't get there. A shot by Timotheus off the crossbar. Coming to clean up is Unlikely. He can't do it either. Back around to the corner they go. No play, no goal for Lone Wolves. An opportunity there missed to get up, but they're still keeping it in play. It's still in the zone. Cleared away by Alchemith to Newton. Newton high off the backboard. Coming around, Sparkucci is able to keep that in play. And Kappa, come on, firing in this game number 2. We didn't see any of this in the first half of game 1. And back around, minute and a half gone in this game. Bilbo off around to midfield, met by both Alchemith and Sparkucci. Saved by Unlikely, and it was not a very unlikely save. That's just such an easy name to make puns off of. I'm sorry. Back around Timotheus. Newton looking to break that one up, but he hits it to the other side of the zone where no one is. Able to wrap back around Sparkucci. He pops it over 2 guys. He's got 1 more man left to beat. Newton's coming down to punch it over against the back wall. Coming. Alchemist with a shot, and now Kappa's up 2-0. Kappa. I always call it Kappa. 2-0.
Yeah, they're definitely hungry for the second game, and they just seem to be in total control. I don't know where Lone Wolves have gone.
Now, Lone Wolves finding themselves in a 2-goal hole. See if they can recover here. Timotheus over to Unlikely. He's not able to find the ball as it gets cleared away by Alchemith. Met back around by Bilbo, trying to get it over to Unlikely, but that's going to be a shot towards the net and saved by Unlikely. But another shot comes on by Sparkucci, and now it's 3-0, and this is a complete flip-flop from game number 1. Lone Wolves now going down 3 with almost half the game gone.
Yeah, there must have been a sort of breakdown in communication there, because they both went up for that, and I'm sure if only one of them went up for it, they could have saved it.
See if they can recover somehow in game 2. Otherwise, we might be seeing a game 3 by Kappa and Lone Wolves. And off into the corner, trying to get a play going. They've had a couple of pass plays just met nicely by Kappa, kind of what we said, you know, at the end of game one, trying to be more aggressive with your challenges. They've done exactly that, and it has netted them a benefit, but unlikely able to get the goal here. And a couple of whips coming out from Kappa there to let Lone Wolves pull it in too.
I think they're just playing. I think they're just trying to get them in a sense of comfort, and then they're going to strike in the last half of this match.
And we'll see if they can get it, keep the momentum going now, trying to equalize the table, if you will. Back over onto the side while Timotheus looking for this ball. He's going to find it once. He's just going to drop down for Bilbo to take the shot, and it's going to be just wide. And back around, trying to get it back down to unlikely. It's a shot off the post. And coming back, Bilbo for another opportunity, broken up by Sir Isaac Newton. And unlikely keeping it in play off into the corner, keeping it alive. He tries to take a shot, but just misses the ball. Isaac Newton to Sparkucci to finally clear this back to midfield. All three members of Lone Wolves on the other side of the field. And Bilbo somehow wrapping around to keep it over in Kappa territory. It is knocked over by Sparkucci, trying to find Alchemist. He can't find him as two members of Lone Wolves able to break that up. Off the back wall, Timotheus able to push it back over into the corner. Alchemist meeting him there, waiting to play it back in. Unlikely. Back to Sir Isaac Newton. We're playing volleyball now. Bilbo trying to wrap it around Alchemist. He does. Trying to get the second tap. He does. To Timotheus. Timotheus broken up. Tried to find unlikely, but that was pretty unlikely considering where Kappa was on that play. Back around, a minute 20 left to go. Almost a shot, and it rolls back around. Almost trying to put the nail in the coffin there. Kappa not able to get that 3-goal lead again, as now they find it in their own territory. Alchemist playing it against the back wall. Played back in by Bilbo. Bilbo towards the net. Pushed away by Alchemist, back across the corner, trying to get that one to Bilbo. It's broken up again by Kappa. So Isaac Newton, less than a minute left to go. The pressure right now by Lone Wolves here late. It's huge. We'll see if they can capitalize. Unlikely. Tapping it towards the net is going to be low, off the crossbar, and then it gets cleared back to their own zone and close to the net, but it's going to be wide. Luckily for them. Isaac Newton, though, off the backboard. Can't find Sparkucci. Unlikely does come up with the ball. Unlikely to midfield. Unlikely to the right. He flips it up and he hits the crossbar, but he gets the rebound and puts his team within 1 goal. Lone Wolves 2-3.
Oh boy, what a sort of goal here. Just knocks it up. Perfect timing, just so that it'd hit the crossbar. The knocks down right in front of him and it just knocks it in.
And we'll see if Lone Wolves now within one, plenty of time to try to tie this game up. Sir Isaac Newton trying to get a shot on, but he's met on the 50-50 nicely by Timotheus with the only challenge that might have saved that goal. Now off into the corner. The shot and the save by Alchemist coming around. Sir Isaac Newton breaks that one up, but keeping it in play is Timotheus back around to midfield. Coming Sir Isaac Newton with the shot, and it goes in, and that might be it with 17 seconds left to go. Kappa able to put the cap on this one, maybe. 4-2.
Great pun there. So I said Newton putting the nail in the coffin there. I'm never going to speak too soon, but I have a feeling that that's going to be the nail in the coffin.
Back around to the side. Timotheus up high off to the ceiling. Sir Isaac Newton beats him cleanly, but 10 seconds left to go and 2 goals left to score. This is not a part of the zone you need to be in. That's unlikely to Bilbo. Back to Timotheus. And oh my goodness, Timotheus, had he been able to get that, it might have went in the net, but the time will tick down and it's over for Lone Wolves for at least game 2. Kappa forcing game number 3 in a complete flip-flop as I like to say, they found their gerbils. And, you know, they got things going, made some perfect mid-match adjustments, and they did really well with that. But Lone Wolves, what do they got to do to get back in this game and close the lid on Kappa?
I think they just need to do what they did in the first game, just keep the pressure on, find the angles that the Kappa just can't reach and exploit.
We will see if Lone Wolves can recover here after dropping. They were able to recover late in that game too, Kappa, but just weren't able to finish. And now, as we get underway in game number 3, the rubber match between Lone Wolves and Kappa is underway. And off to the side, going to take a quick shot towards the net, unlikely. Rolling it up the back wall, trying to find the second tap, but it's broken up by Sparkucci. Meeting him on the 50-50 is Bilbo, over to Timotheus, but Timotheus can't find the net, and it's broken up by Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton flips a little under that one. You think with a name like Sir Isaac Newton, you'd be on point with your physics, but coming around is Bilbo with that breakaway, pretty much 1-0, 22 seconds into the game.
Just finding the right angle from the wall to just knock it in, put extra power on it there, just so that the defender can't reach that.
And now Lone Wolves finding themselves up early again, and if the series has anything to show for it, whoever scores first might win this game. But Sir Isaac Newton looking to tie it right back up, saved by Bilbo. Bilbo can't find the ball. Sir Isaac Newton, it got flipped over by Bilbo and then met by Unlikely. Unlikely able to punch it into the corner, but he's met by Sparkucci. Sparkucci, not Spurkucci. Keeps this in play. Off the back wall coming is Alchemeth, but he is met again by two members of Lone Wolves. Keeping it up in the air is Bilbo. Bilbo over to Timotheus. Timotheus punching that one over to the corner to try to pass it to himself, but broken up by Alchemeth. A shot towards it by Unlikely. And it was knocked away. Timotheus with a shot from the side and a great save! It hits the post as Sparkucci, and a shot by Bilbo saved by Alchemeth. The defense right now by Kappa just in the nick of time, both times. And now it's back in midfield. What a play by Kappa to keep that out of their own net to prevent a two-goal lead by Lone Wolves. But they still have it in play. Bilbo hits that one high along the backboard. It's rolling. All three members of Kappa going up for that, and that might prove fatal. But he can't find the ball. That was Timotheus. That was a goal. That's one you can't really miss if you're in this game and you're only up 1-0. One-goal leads are so fragile. And pushing that back in, low off the backboard is Unlikely. Sparkucci trying to break this one up, but keeping it in play is Timotheus. Pushed back over to midfield. Bilbo finds it towards the net. It's going to be wide. Rolling off again. Timotheus finds this low off the crossbar. Trying to find it again. Bilbo wrapping around the back wall. Bilbo broken up by Sir Isaac Newton. Bumping into Alchemeth on his way back down. And now Unlikely trying to find this one, but broken up there by Bilbo. Or not Bilbo. Bilbo comes up with the ball. Less than 3 minutes left to go. Still 1-0. He tries to air dribble it towards the net. All three members of Kappa waiting for him. And Alchemeth trying to clean that one up, but he rose too high and Unlikely forces it in past all three defenders. And it's 2-0 with 2:51 left to go in this game.
Doing exactly what they needed to do. Keep the pressure on. I don't think it left their side for a good minute and a half there. Just keeping the pressure on.
2:51. You said left to go. 4 shots by Lone Wolves. Only 1 by Kappa, and it's, oh my goodness, another save by Sir Isaac Newton. Definitely have had great defense, but if you don't shoot the ball towards the net, you're not going to score goals, and that's what they got to do, Kappa. I mean, you can call me Captain Obvious, you can call me whoever's the most obvious kind of commentator. Sir Isaac Newton going to do it himself off into the corner. What a save by Bilbo, as Sir Isaac Newton put that in the only spot where he could have had any hope of scoring it, and Bilbo still able to make it. That's a slam over onto the sidewall to Sir Isaac Newton. Met back up by Timotheus. Timotheus off to the side, beat by Sir Isaac Newton. Back Alchemeth off the back wall, going up again. A little bit of positional error by Sparkucci. Had he stayed back, probably could have got the rebound off of that hit by Alchemeth. But now Sparkucci able to play that back over. As we approach about 2 minutes left in this game, still 2-0. Lone Wolves looking to win the rubber match in game 3, and that's an open net, and Unlikely able to punch that in, and Timotheus actually almost hit that way too high off of Unlikely, but ends up securing the goal and making it 3-0 with less than 2 minutes left. And now Dorf, with less than 2 minutes to go and 3-goal lead, it's not looking good for Kappa.
No, it certainly isn't, but it's still possible for them to come back if they really stretch and just go for this match.
Back down. Timotheus hits it off onto the ceiling. Unlikely able to dump that down to Bilbo. Bilbo met by Sir Isaac Newton, able to punch it against the back wall and clear it out. And now Timotheus trying to get this one out of his own zone, met by Sparkucci. Sparkucci off the corner. Sparkucci still with this ball, hangs it over the net, and Sir Isaac Newton punches it in. Words are hard. 1:35 left to go, and Kappa finding life.
Yeah, it was just a good pass, really. Don't know what Lone Wolves' defense was doing. They didn't make this clear, and that led to the goal.
Back to Timotheus. Sir Isaac Newton met by Bilbo on that play. And Bilbo looking to try to get something going. Plenty of time for Kappa now as they've started a schedule to try to get back into this game and tie it up. They have to, because it's do or die at this point. Back to midfield. Coming around, Sparkucci met by Timotheus. Alchemeth able to play that back in. Now it's up to Timotheus to try to clear this one out. But there it is. Isaac Newton to Alchemeth, but he can't find the net as it was pushed away. And just a bit wide off the post. Alchemeth over to the corner, keeping the pressure up. Kappa. Alchemeth with the second tap off high on the wall. No one there to really get to it. Unlikely taking the pass from Bilbo. Now Bilbo, it's back to Unlikely, met by Alchemeth. Alchemeth to himself, back to midfield. and it's cleared away with 50 seconds left to go. Still down by 2 goals. Kappa can't be here right now. Got to get something going again. They did have an opportunity, but just missed earlier. 45 seconds left to go. Newton trying to get back around to this ball. Spercucci can't find it either. Back, unlikely. He's backing up to it. To Bilbo. Bilbo with the shot, met by Alchemist, but that's going to be dangerously towards their own net. Sparcucci able to get back to that one. 30 seconds left to go now. They got to get it out of their zone. Sparcucci's going to try to do just that, but he's going to be met by Unlikely to push it back to the other side of Kappa territory towards the net, and it almost goes in, but it's crossing save. The crossing stars. It's still hanging over. Newton to Alchemist, the clear back over to the corner. 15 seconds left to go. It's still in their zone, and they just can't get this one out. And Lone Wolves looking to take this one away, and with it hanging over the net like this, and as time ticks down, and as the game is about to end, Lone Wolves are going to be moving on in the 3v3 Rewind Gaming EU Weekly Tournament.
Yeah, it's just a well-played match by Lone Wolves. A little bit of a wavy mid-game, but overall the better team.
Yeah, Lone Wolves coming out on top after a storming comeback from Kappa in game 2, and just great overall. I mean, they had 15 shots on goal, Lone Wolves. The pressure was absolutely insurmountable. It's kind of hard to, even with some incredible saves that Kappa had in this game, hard to stay alive when you only get 5 shots and your team gets 10 more, or the other team gets 10 more. A few things I want to mention, guys, before we go into our second round. First of all, welcome to the Rewind Gaming 3v3 EU Weekly. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I'm Jorby, please, bringing you play-by-play. With me is Dwarf Butt, bringing you that juicy color commentary, and just welcome and awesome, and you're all wonderful people. I love you all. We'll be right back for game number 2, or round number 2, I should say, in our 3v3 tournament. We'll see you real soon. if you want me to keep going until
Yeah,
it
in
goes
those
for, I can also
situations, I
do
don't
that.
know what to pong play. Like you said, this is volleyball.
Yeah, it's just it's easier to talk.
Right. It doesn't help that I'm.
FYI.
Everyone's in here. All right, guys, we are back for round number 2 here between Watch Out and the Late Ones. Watch Out going to be in blue, orange, late one's going to be in orange. I am Joby. Please, bringing you the play-by-play with me is Dwarf Boy. How you doing, Dwarf Boy? I haven't asked you how you doing. How are you?
I'm all right. I seem to be bearing up all right. And you?
Oh, I'm doing just great. And you know what? I woke up today, and I was feeling fantastic because I wasn't feeling good last night, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to cast tomorrow because I feel like I've been hit by a train. I woke up feeling like a new man, ready to get this this tournament underway for all of you. Thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, Watch Out and the Late One. As soon as they take their sides of the field, we are gonna get this one going. It is a best of 3 in round number 2. As soon as they do take their sides, we will go. That first round was very competitive between those two teams. Had very good play by Kappa and by Lone Wolves, and a lot of good team plays coming out by Lone Wolves. I'm excited to see where they go in the tournament. As soon as our teams take their sides, like we said, we will get going. And while we wait for that, I will try to sell out Rewind just a little bit. So, guys, just want to let you know. You probably see it in chat. You probably did. If you have, if you're, you know, if you like seeing bigger pots, if you donate to the Match Arena, all of that money goes back to all of our players. And you don't, you know, it anything you guys can swing that way is much appreciated. And like I just said, you know, it all goes back to the players to be able to put on these tournaments to, you know, just give them an opportunity to, you know, play for some money. And it's a little more fun to watch when you have that going for you. So anything that happens that way, guys, we really appreciate that. Still waiting for our teams to take their sides. Everyone is in here, not sure what they are doing. Might have someone yell at them, say, "Hey, go," because we are still waiting here. I think we have everyone. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, we have 5, and we have 6. So we have 6 people in this lobby waiting, and we have no one in the game. Come on, guys, let's go. We're ready to go. Our viewers are waiting. We want to see some. We want to see some competitive Rocket League getting on underway here. And this ball is real lonely out here, just kind of sitting. This ball, it says, "I want to be hit. I want to go in a net." He doesn't care which net. The ball doesn't discriminate. And our players are taking their sides of the field. Watch Out in blue. We got CZ. We got JM Fakaz or Fakaz. I don't know how you pronounce that one. And Hello Mother. So Hello Mother, if you're watching, Mother of Hello Mother, he says hi. George Burke, Hunter Sky, and Zephinix in orange for the late ones. We're quite late getting into the game, but so was Watch Out. Now, looking around, the blow, the double blow, and go! George Burke, 12, gets the 15-second goal. It's 1-0, late ones.
Watch Out, need to watch out, I think.
You need to watch
just
out.
get blown up.
Yeah,
Watch
watch
up,
out.
and they need to watch their surroundings and make sure that they don't leave an open goal.
Right now, George met by JM. Fakes. It's fakes. I figured it out, guys. Hello Mother. Trying to push that one back over to the back wall, pushed around by George Burke to the other side of watch out territory. And now CZ pushing it back to midfield, broken by Zephyrnix. He's going upside down towards that ball, couldn't find it, too far away from him, and now Hello Mother trying to make a play happen for his team, but George Burke able to clear that back over, and CZ able to push it back one guy, but George Burke gets another goal for the late ones. 2-0 for late ones. George Burke going up high, going straight towards the net, and CZ trying to make the save, but in all reality, he was just teeing it up.
Yeah, he just cushioned the ball there, and you couldn't quite get the clearance there. Maybe if he flaked that, or just knocked it over, that would have done the trick, but he didn't do that, and that led to a goal.
Mother on the face-off. Sky looking for a play for Zephyrnix. Couldn't find the goal. George Burke, is he going to get the Hattie here? He's going to! Off the top of the car. Watch out. It is 3-0 a minute into this game. Yep. Late ones. Not very late on that.
Quite quick. George Burke seems to be completely in control of this match, finding every single way he can to score goals.
Back down, fakes. Not able to keep that ball away from Hunter Sky. Hunter Sky looking to push it over for Zephyrnix, and Zephyrnix can't find that one, broken up by Watch Out, and able to clear it back over. Late ones putting together some good team plays here so far. 4 shots on goal for them, and another shot off the post, coming back around. Almost a great goal by Sky, but it gets cleared back to their own zone and registering their 5th shot. No shots on goal for Watch Out so far. Actually, if you look at the scoreboard, it zeros all the way down, and they have to get something going here as Hello Mother fakes and CZ. Hello Mother tries to get that over to CZ. CZ does pop it over one guy, but waiting for it is Zephyrnix. Zephyrnix actually flips around the ball. Hunter Sky is able to back him up, back over to Zephyrnix. Zephyrnix to George Burke. George Burke, eye off the back wall, met by Sky. Sky almost rolls that in and rolls off the back wall close to the post. And now it's the dangling tomato over to the net. CZ able to pick that one right back to the corner. From George to Hunter. Hunter to Zephyrnix. Zephyrnix back to midfield. George able to find that ball and just slam it against the sidewall over back towards the middle of the field. As Hunter Sky now looking to play it in. Zephyrnix off the side to George Burke. George Burke with a low tap or a little bit of a high tap. It was a tap. It doesn't matter how low or high it was. It went towards the net and it was saved. It was low, and Sky doing it himself from the side. It's 4-0 now, halfway through this game for late ones.
Yeah, there was just a breakdown of communication there. Not quite sure what. Not talking to each other, not listening to each other.
Right now, Watch Out finding themselves in the 4-goal hole with half the game left to go. And hey, if late ones can score 4 goals in half the game, why can't Watch Out? Well, right now, Watch Out. They just don't have the team plays that late ones has. They're going to go up 5-0. That's just a straight pick by Zephyrnix. No team play needed. Hunter Sky playing bully against fakes here, and it forced Fake to really hit the ball where he didn't want to hit it, and Zephyrnix able to capitalize on that and gets the easy pick over Shallow in the zone. 5-0 here. 2:19 left to go. See if they can get anything going. Watch Out, because it's just starting to get away from them at this point. Back around, fakes, puts the shot on towards the net, saved by George Burke. An easy one to Zephyrnix. Zephyrnix with the shot towards the goal, and they can't make it. And it's 6-0, and now the goals are just piling up, and the lead is just stretching to an absolute thin for Watch Out.
This could be a repeat of the first round, actually. Well, as long as Watch Out actually improve their positioning, that's what's doing it for them. Their positioning isn't great, which leaves them in a horrible position to make saves. Because of the pressure that's been put on by the late ones, they can't deal with it.
Back around, definitely just, like you said, a lot of pressure. And Watch Out, able to get 2 shots on goal eventually, but there are 9 coming out from the late ones. And now they find it in their own zone. The shot here by CZ, and Mother just too far away from this one. Now he bumps into Fakes, some Fakes way to try to keep it in play, and that's going to be cleared away as a result. But CZ able to play it back into the zone. Zach back to Hello Mother. Hello Mother trying to keep it, but it's broken up by Zephyrnix. And now Zephyrnix rolling around the corner over in Czak looking to break it up, but he really just tossed that up to George Burke, who gets his 4th goal of the game and makes it 7-0. George Burke all over the field.
Yeah, they're just flying in at the ball. They're flopping around. I think they must have given up by now because there's no chance of them coming back.
Back now. Coming back 7-0. Pretty sizable lead. It's right now with the minute 15. Just haven't seen anything out of Watch Out to say that they'll come back in game 1. But just like we saw in the last round, even if you win the first game pretty convincingly, the team can really come back and regain themselves in game 2 just by making some mid-match adjustments. And really that's what Watch Out has to be thinking right now is, you know, how can they get back around and what adjustments do they need to make in order to get back in this game, in order to register more shots, as Hunter Sky is going to get their 8th goal of the game. And Watch Out, they better watch out because right now it's not looking good, but just really late ones firing on all cylinders. Watch Out, knowing that they have to make some adjustments. And they might be able to come back here, but right now I'm just not seeing it. What do they got to do, Dwarf, to, you know, what adjustments do they have to make?
Well, they need to push the ball a bit more and be sure that they adjust their card exactly to, well, like that. Make good pinches and switch their to make sure that the late ones have the pressure down on them.
Yeah, and right now they're putting a shot towards the net again. Was late ones trying to get a 9th goal, and looks like they might be able to get a goal here. Czak able to get a goal for Watch Out finally. And I always say this, you know, after a very dominating performance by a team, I have seen so many games that have been 6, 7, 8-1 with that last goal or the last 2 goals coming from that team that lost, and then in game 2 never giving that momentum back and just being a completely different team. And that momentum can be everything, but they got to keep the pressure up and keep that kind of, and keep those tables turned that way. And right now it looks like another goal, maybe. No, Hunter Sky hits that one away, and Czak trying to play it back towards midfield, and George Burke meeting him right there. George Burke all over the field. Definitely think he's my MVP for this game, is almost getting a 9th goal as it rolls up the backboard. And they're going to clear that away. Time is going to tick down in game number 1. Late ones winning uber convincingly against, excuse me, caught up on myself, lost the throat. Late ones coming up big against Watch Out, and able to get a goal at the end, but not able to keep the pressure up. And really that's all that matters there. But George Burke, like I said, he was all over the place in game number 1 there. Just make 3 quick shots on goal in the first minute of the game. And when you get that kind of pressure and you're all over the field and you make the nice reads off the back, and your team is playing well as supporting you, as they were just playing wing to George Burke's center at that point in the game. And really, we'll see how Watch Out can come back, because right now they need to watch out. They're down in this series. They're in elimination station. See if they can get some team plays going themselves and get some synergy going. But George Burke, hey, who else? 1-0 off the face-off, 5 seconds in.
Indeed, who else? Himself. He's making it just before. Like, Watch Out, just not pushing the ball fast enough, leaving late ones to have a free shot at goal.
Back down around Czak to fakes. And broken up by George Burke. George Burke with another shot, and that's 2-0. And this is starting to be a little bit of a repeat of game 1. George Burke, again, he's right where he needs to be every single time. 2-0.
Off that start, just not communicating who's going to go for not, leaving a wide open goal and not able to make a save because of their bad positioning.
And they're not challenging in midfield. Watch Out, just, you know, like you said, they're not. Maybe a miscommunication. Maybe they think one or the other is going to go for the ball, but no one's challenging this ball when it's in midfield. And George Burke and really everyone on late ones is just getting free shots at the goal. And Zephyrix is going to do this and put it in himself, trying to get the save with Czak. He wasn't able to find the ball. It is 3-0, 27 seconds into this game.
It's just playing ball and game now. Like, just having fun about it and freestyling and.
Yeah, feeling very confident is late ones. Feeling very in control of the game, very comfortable, and that's where you want to be. Not so comfortable where you start to make mistakes. But right here, Zephyrix obviously back. Not gonna make this mistake. It almost looked like Hunter Sky was gonna own goal there, but he gets it against the post, and now air dribbling it to Zephyrix. He does find the ball, but gets the ball away. Hunter Sky punching that into his own corner. But when you're very comfortable, it's a nice spot to be in. You just don't want to get too comfortable and start making mistakes just for the sake of looking pretty. But right now they're playing well and able to get this one towards the net. Almost trying to get a second tap. Hunter Sky wasn't able to find the ball there, and Hollow Mother, he's dribbling it, trying to pop it, but the ball gets a little too high for him initially, and Zephinix able to clear that one away. Zizak does catch that ball. And it goes to the other side of the zone. George Burke trying to push this towards the net, and Fakes able to break that one up, but playing it back in. Broken up again by Zizak. Can't find the ball. Fakes just can't find the ball. Hollow Mother able to make the save. Hollow Mother back. George Burke. Ball got away from him. Zizak able to come away with it. Back to midfield is Zizak. He pulls a little too far away from the ball there. We're waiting to see what Hunter does with it, but can't really afford to wait. Gotta get some kind of pressure going. There's a lot of time left, but a commanding lead early by late ones. Still no shots on goal registered by Watchout. And Zizak looking to change that as he does get that shot onto the goal, but not a very likely shot. So it was saved by late ones. Back over to midfield. George Burke trying to get this over to Sky. Sky not able to beat Hollow Mother to the ball. It goes up high for Zephinix. Zephinix able to punch it to the other side of late ones territory over towards Watchout zone. Back the pick by Zephinix over on the backboard to George Burke. He gets the pass into the rebound. 4-0 now. Almost half the game gone.
Yeah, Watchout just seemed to be glued to the wall, glued to the floor there. Just not getting up fast enough again.
With that much pressure, eventually your rotations are going to break down and trying to clear it out desperately. And when you're down this far with almost half the game gone, you start to try to make desperation plays and put yourself out of position unnecessarily. And right here, Hunter's going to dunk that in, or not dunk it in, punch it in off of the dunk down onto the ground by Zephinix. It's 5-0.
Yeah, just playing around now. They know that they've secured this game and going into the next round. Didn't quite see that hunger from Watchout.
Back, Hollow Mother missing this and almost looking like trying to go up 6-0 late ones. Again, another dominating performance by them in game number 2. Not looking good for Watchout at this point. Not out of the woods yet is the late ones. Watchout can still get back into this one, but we said in game 1 or game 2, we just haven't seen it. Just not enough challenges, just not being aggressive enough, and you can see that they're scared to attack the ball, and they're second guessing themselves and almost getting their 6th goal, I guess, knocked away. Hollow Mother looking for this ball over to the corner, off to the back wall. The shot of Zizak, he does get it off onto the top shelf, and it's their first goal of the game. Watchout. Life.
Yeah, I don't think the late ones actually need to try and defend that. They can just reset it. I think that would be more beneficial because that means that they can just reset and wait for Watchout to make more mistakes.
Zephinix able to get that one past Fakes, and he also gets it past Zizak. Good job by Zephinix, playing really well, really on his own on that play. It was broken up there by Mother over to Fakes. Fakes gonna take a shot, but Burke able to clear that one away and roll it up to the corner. Coming down to about 1:30 left to go in this game. Watchout trying to get another goal on the board. Broken up by, Sky. Sky does it himself. George, we didn't need you. 6-1 sets up the Brazil.
Yeah, they can definitely reach that Brazil with 1 minute and 28 seconds there. And it's just what they're going to do after they get the Brazil. Score more.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it. But hey, we're going to get a little hype for the Brazil, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the viewers want, right? Give the people what they want, late ones. Going back to the offensive zone. Hunter Sky going to chase this one down. Broken up by Fakes. Back to George Burke. He's able to get it past one, but Hollow Mother going to opt for Fakes. Taking the shot towards the net's going to be Zephinix. Going to be high off the back wall. He takes the shot. The Brazil is Zephinix. 7-1. 1:08 left to go.
Yeah, get that Brazil hyping. Chat, people. Just getting that angle again.
All that Brazil.
Pushing.
I want to see so many Brazils. It could be the same person about 10 times. Mom's probably going to kill me for that, but do it. Brazil! Back! 7-1. Late ones. Really, as time is ticking down to the minute mark here, it's hard to score 6 goals in a minute. That's about a lot of goals per not so many seconds. That's my math. That's your maths by Jorby, please. Thank you. And Sky, not able to make the connection there. Zizak, Hollow Mother, both going up for that one and saved by Zephinix. Zizak trying to get this goal over. He does flip it past everybody. And Zizak able to find another goal for his team. And now 5 goals left, 45 seconds left to go. You got to score 5 goals every 9 seconds. That's a little unlikely.
Seems like a really good hit there, just to knock it up and send the opponents flying across so we can take a shot.
Someone in chat says I'm a Brazil fanboy. Listen, are you not a Brazil fanboy? That's about all I'm gonna ask you right there. Zephyrinix trying to play off the back wall himself to get that goal. If you're not a Brazil fanboy, then why? Popping it towards the net, almost saved. Is saved by the late ones. The late ones, Hunter Sky, almost teeing that up for Czak, and then goaling is Georgeburg. It is 3-7. All right, so 19 seconds left to go. You got 4 goals, and do the math for me, Dwarf. But how many goals is that a second?
That's roughly 4 point whatever.
4 point whatever. There you go. Well, that's some solid math here by the casters on Rewind Gaming. You know, we respect, we take great pride in our math efficiency, which is about 0%. Back, 5 seconds left to go as this winds down. Late ones will be moving on in this tournament and playing well. Definitely a very good dominant performance by them. Just be good to see how they proceed in the tournament, guys. Again, thank you all for tuning in and watching. We'll be right back with the next round in this tournament. I'm Jorby, please. He's Dwarf, but we'll see you real soon.
See ya.
All right, guys, we are back for the next round in our 3v3 EU Weekly special. I say special because every week is special here at Rewind Gaming. I'm Jorby, please. With me is Dwarf Butt, bringing you that commentary. I'm doing the play-by-play. Dwarf Butt's doing the color, the reds, the blues, the oranges, the greens, and the purples for, for your special, any kind of special color. So with that said, our next match is going to be Leave Voltic versus Little Big Planet. And this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. I have high hopes for this. I don't know either team, so I can't really tell you why I think it's gonna be a good one. So
I know
just,
why.
you just gotta trust. You gotta trust me. Dwarf Butt knows why. Tell us why.
Daniel PDF, he is grand champion in pretty much all of his all of the categories, and I also know Quicker Justin. He's also a very good player that I've played with on the Layup Boys Discord channel, and yeah, I'm good friends with them. So yeah.
Yeah, well, there you have it. So we'll see how they fare in this. It is still a best of 3. Here, Voltic and Little Big Planet gonna battle it out in this beautiful, beautiful park we're in. This is honestly my favorite stadium. I think actually Utopia might be my favorite, but I like this one just as much. And our teams are taking their sides. Voltic in blue, Little Big Planet in orange, Hewelt, Gambino, Stromer. For Voltic and Little Big Planet, it's Daniel PDF, King Tuga, or King Tuga. Someone let me know. And Quicker Justin. I'm just gonna ask for pronunciation checks because everyone always gets mad at me because I never pronounce anything right. We're already underway. Oh well, trying to find Stromer on that. Can't find him. And Gambino and Stromer both going up for this. Coming down, Gambino broken up by Daniel. And Daniel back over from King Tuga. Met by Quicker Justin, and Quicker Justin not able to stay on that ball. King Tuga pushing it back over into the corner. Met by Hewelt on this ball. And a little bit of back and forth so far between these two, and dangerously over the net it goes. Still by Gambino. Stromer able to make the save, and another shot when it's off the post. Daniel couldn't find it, and Hewelt is trying to come up with this ball. Unintentional fake, possibly trying to find the ball as he wrapped around it twice. Does eventually get it back over. Stromer with the shot, light. Pushed away by King Tuga, back over to Quicker Justin, who hits that one back over to midfield. Over a minute gone in this game, and about the first 40 seconds were a little, not a lot of action going on, and it just sped up in about an instant. Quicker Justin back to Daniel. Daniel over to the other side of the field in midfield. And Gambino gonna push us towards the net. Daniel going over to Justin. Justin finds it, but it's gonna be slow and high off the backboard. Hewelt able to make that. And King Tuga looking to keep it in play. King Tuga over to Daniel, tapped away by Gambino. Stromer trying to find that goal and almost passing that. Tuga was to Hewelt. It does roll up onto the side of the ceiling, able to be played away. A nice challenge by Quicker Justin. There's King Tuga on the 50-50 by Stromer and trying to break that one up. No, he doesn't get it, and a whiff. A huge whiff coming out from King Tuga, or I'm sorry, not King Tuga, Daniel. And it's 1-0 Voltic.
Daniel's just going for something a bit too. He might have been trying to show off. I don't know, but it just wasn't the right thing to do. I don't think. Could have perhaps gone to the side and blocked it from there.
There's Daniel up high off the ceiling, trying to find that second tap off the ceiling. He couldn't, and now it's pushed back into his own territory. King Tuga trying to get this one away. Hewelt playing it back in play. And Hewelt can't find the ball that time. Daniel able to push it past one, but wrapping back around is Gambino with a shot towards the net. It's going to be just wide, and Daniel not able to get the clear, but his buddy King Tuga, he's coming to help him out. Tuga to Daniel, broken up by Gambino. Coming back to play it in is Justin. Justin now towards the net. He's by himself, and Stromer picks that one up, and it gets cleared away to the other side of the zone by Little Big Planet. And Voltic trying to play this out of their own zone. We are halfway through this game, still 1-0, and it feels like quite a fragile lead indeed. But right now, Gambino trying to wrap around. He's just going to opt to let Justin hit that one. Couldn't challenge it. One shot on goal for Little Big Planet, and that's their second. And 2 goals coming out for Voltic. So dead even here. And the only goal coming off a huge whiff by Daniel. And now King Tuga and Quicker Justin bumping into each other, trying to wrap back around. But Daniel right there is punched back in by Stromer. Back is King Tuga to midfield. Off to the side, battling was Daniel with Hewelt. Hewelt wins that battle and gets the ball. There's Justin, he pops it up once, trying to find this ball, looking for it again. Trying to go for a little fake there, but couldn't find it. Less than 2 minutes left to go. Trying to take a shot as King Tuga. They're getting some pressure, getting some shots towards the net, but playing well. Voltic not letting anything get a little too close for them. And now off the ceiling towards the net, it drops down off the back wall. Justin able to clear back to midfield. Playing it back in is Stromer. They got to get a hard clear here. And two teammates whiffing. Justin racing back, and he double taps it against the corner. Getting bumped is Stromer with a shot by Howelt. It's wide again. And a play. What a play by Little Big Planet. He couldn't get to the ball. The only play they could have made is to bump Stromer into there, and a King Tuga off the crossbar. It's still hanging, and punching it in is Daniel PDF to make it 1-1.
Play from the save, right? They only just missed that first save, cleared it again, and then they just launched an attack from that. So their opponent's just pushing up too much and then not leaving enough time to get back.
Now Stromer off the face-off, gonna pop it over one guy, gonna try to get it over both. He bullies him out of the way, but the ball goes east of the net, if we're looking at it that way. And back up, Justin tries to get that one over to the net. Stromer able to push it back to midfield. Now it's gonna be Justin wrapping back around, opting for Daniel. Still in midfield. King Tuga gonna take a shot towards the net. It's gonna be low off the backboard and cleared by all three members of Voltic, but that might prove deadly. As coming around, Quicker Justin trying to get the craziest angle, but just couldn't find the ball. Daniel to Justin. Justin flicking it up high. 45 seconds left to go. Still a 1-1 game. King Tuga pushing this back over to the back wall, trying to find it. He can't. Daniel over low on the backboard. No one can find the net there, and Justin just gonna play back, not gonna try to play overly aggressive as this is a tie game. He does tap it twice, dunking it on top of one car. King Tuga, with 30 seconds left to go, can't find that ball, popping it to the other side of the zone. Now, 20 seconds left. Howelt, Daniel, trying to find this ball, trying to back pass to Tuga, broken up by Stromer. To the other side of the zone is Quicker Justin. Quicker Justin off the back wall, trying to find somebody, but no one's there. 10 seconds left to go. Still an offensive opportunity for Little Big Planet. And coming back down, and a nice hard clear by Stromer to finally break the offensive pressure coming out by Little Big Planet. The ball's still in the air, still in play. Anything can happen. As Stromer tries to catch that, no, we have overtime.
Yeah, it's just been.
Oh, it looks like Dwarfbutt got sniped.
Applying enough pressure.
Dwarfbutt, it sounds like a sniper almost got you. Not sure what happened, but a shot towards the net. Voltic cleared away by Little Big Planet. Back, I guess the backboard. Oh, it feels bad. Backflip from Stromer. Now finds it in his own territory. Voltic, Howelt able to clear that back over. Justin keeping it in play. Over now to the other side. Justin can't beat him on that one. He just opted to go low for the clear. And now it's Tuga. Tuga, the ball gets away from him to Gambino. He gets back to it. But Stromer right there waiting for that ball. The ball goes a little bit ahead of him. He does come up with it. That's Stromer over to Howelt. Howelt with a shot and a good save by King Tuga. King Tuga met by Gambino. And now it's going to be Quicker Justin trying to play it out. Quicker Justin not able to get the second step off the sidewall. Daniel hitting it high. Stromer meeting that one, able to punch it over to the side. And a minute into this overtime, very back and forth between these two. Howelt back to Gambino. Too far. It might swale in anyway. Oh, the second tap pushed away by Little Big Planet. And Daniel met by Stromer. Stromer trying to wrap back around, but King Tuga breaking that one up. King Tuga now in the other zone. He tries to pinch it against the ramp, but he can't find it. And Daniel able to come up and clean up for the follow-up. Back, Howelt to Tuga. Tuga coming around. Justin can't find it. Broken up by Gambino. A minute 30 into this overtime. Still, nothing has happened. About 2 shots in total have been registered. And now trying to get back around Stromer. It gets cleared back to their corner. Tuga looking for this ball, broken up by Gambino. Now it's Daniel's turn. Can he keep the pressure up? He gets the second tap. It's headed towards the net off the back wall, but it's slow. That's Stromer to Howelt. Howelt pops that back up to Stromer. Stromer back to Howelt. Howelt takes the shot, broken up by Tuga. Back to the other side of the field. Voltic got to get this out. Pressure mounting by Little Big Planet. Coming up, Daniel met by Stromer again. Stromer all over the field in this game. Shot towards the net. A flick by Daniel on the redirect. And Tuga, he can't find it either as he hits it low against the backboard. And that's a missed opportunity by Little Big Planet. Just a little bit higher of a redirect and another off the crossbar. Howelt taps that one up and King Tuga can't get there thanks to that little backflip by Howelt. Back is Daniel. He meets Howelt trying to get to that ball. Gambino spikes it down. Gambino can't find the ball again. Tuga able to push it back into the zone. 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this overtime. Back again. This is game 1. Back. Daniel to the ramp. Howelt back over to Stromer. Stromer to Howelt in midfield. It's just passes, gives these backsies. And it's just it passes all over the place and they can't have anything develop right now. Daniel off to the side. The shot towards the net, just wide. Daniel blowing a guy up in frustration because he just can't find the goal. Back around. Daniel can't find this ball, but he does eventually. Tuga on the 50-50, back over to Justin. Justin flicks that towards the net. Gambino reading it all the way. Off the back wall, pinging it. Daniel with the shot towards the net, gonna be wide to the other side of the zone. Voltic back over to Stromer. King Tuga picking him off on that one, going real low. Justin not sure what he was going for on that one. Over 3 minutes into this overtime, hitting it high once up, twice up. Stromer off the back wall, met by Tuga, really played well. Off the backboard defensively by Tuga. Back around Daniel, trying to get this out of the corner. All three members of Voltic in that corner. That could prove deadly if they get a hard clear, but they're not able to, and now they're able to reset. Little Big Planet trying to take control, back to midfield, pushed in by Stromer. Not met by King Tuga. It sailed over him, and Stromer trying to keep this in play. Coming back around Howelt, looking to keep it around midfield. He pushes it over to Stromer, who does get the ball, but is broken up by Justin. Justin back over to the corner, pushed over again by Gambino. Back to Daniel. Daniel over to the corner. Can anyone score a goal? We are 4 minutes into this overtime, and there's been no shots. There's been plays, but barely any shots towards the net. And it's gonna be just whoever breaks first at this point. And Daniel can't find the ball there. He whiffs back around to his own zone. He finds it. Gambino can't get that one over to the net, broken up by Tuga. Tuga back over to midfield. Tuga trying to battle Stromer for that ball. He does win that one, but it's broken up and pushed away. Back around, playing it back in. Stromer able to push that one to the other side of the zone. Now it's Tuga. Tuga with the shot towards the net, low off the backboard. Coming with the shot is Daniel, and finally someone gets the goal. The pass from Tuga, the goal from Daniel, and 2-1 Little Big Planet wins game 1.
Yeah, Voltic just collecting up there, and then Daniel was never going to miss one of those shots. I know that from experience. And yeah, like I said, they can definitely be dangerous, and then they could go on to win later matches as well.
Yeah, doing so well there. Little Big Planet, I mean, that entire overtime really belonged to them. Voltic just wasn't able to get anything going offensively in there. They had, going into that overtime, they had 6 shots on goal, only 1 during almost an entire another game of play. And, you know, like I always say, if you don't shoot the ball into the net, you can't score any goals, people. Come on now. And just a lot of pressure and great passes coming out from Little Big Planet. Voltic tried to get something going team-wise, but just the passes they were making were weak, and they were kind of right next to each other, and just made it really easy for Little Big Planet to challenge those and break those up before they even really got anywhere towards what I call the danger zone, which is where the striped lines are. You gotta, that's what I call. Deal with it. I'm making it a thing. It's gonna be called the danger zone. Back around, air dribbling it towards the net is Daniel, over to Justin, but can't find the net, saved by Stromer. Good defense. We'll see if Voltic can get back into this one. It is a best of 3. Playing it back in is King Tuga. And like I said, Voltic's only goal in game 1 coming off of a huge mistake by Little Big Planet. Don't think they made a single one after that. Back Howelt hits that high over to Stromer. Stromer looking for the ball. He gets the shot down, but it's going to be wide. And back now is going to be a shot off the back wall, met by Justin to clear it out. Back to midfield. Now coming back around, Tuga trying to get this tap down. He just can't find it. Howelt able to hit that one up high back to the other side of the zone. And do have good defense, able to get it away. But, you know, when Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, he only sat on the wall for so long before he finally fell. And, you know, unfortunately, there will be no King's Horses and Men saving Voltic from this game. And King Tuga trying to push it over into the net, but cleared away again by Voltic. Back, Gambino. Back over, Justin pushing it back into the zone. Tuga on the corner, gets bumped and maintains control of the ball. What great car control by Tuga after getting bumped. Gambino able to get back up there and push it back to midfield. Tuga coming back and trying to push it back to the zone. Howelt missing here, and Stromer gonna catch this one and flick it over one guy. He's not gonna flick it past Daniel though. He's already in the air and pushing it by. Back met around by Daniel. Daniel still in this corner by Howelt. Daniel finding it again, getting it past Gambino. Over to King Tuga, back to Daniel, but it flicks the other way, and Justin's got to race up for this one as Howelt went up for it, able to beat him straight to the ball and push it back to midfield, and now both players here missing, and a shot towards the net by Gambino, easily saved by Daniel PDF. And Daniel missing this one going up for it So it goes back to the corner, trying to recover off the back wall. Isn't able to find the ball still. That's going to be Howelt to Gambino. Back to Howelt. Howelt off the sidewall. Coming around to Stromer. Stromer trying to take a shot. Broken up by Justin. A good challenge by him in the air. Back around Gambino. Looking to play. Gambino looking to play back in. Getting blown up, though, is Howelt. And that might negate any kind of play coming down with less than 3 minutes left to go. Still 0-0. Anyone's game at this point. Stromer coming around, broken up by Justin. Back to Howelt. Howelt, shot towards the net. Oh, low off the backboard. Shot by Stromer. Off the post. Back. That's just disappointing. You can hear it in my voice. Just, take a shot. Low off the post. Coming Daniel. Getting blown up is Stromer. Might have a power play quickly here as Justin comes in to try to take the shot, but he got bumped out by Howelt and Gambino on his way back to the ball. And less than half this game left to go. 2 shots for both teams. And a little bit similar to game 1, like we saw. Not a lot of shots on goal and a lot of good challenges coming out from both teams, not letting anything solid get to the net. And Stromer playing this over into the corner, just like right there, playing the corners well. Stromer's going to have a shot towards the net here, though, but it's going to be wide, and Tuga able to play that over and tap that down. Oh, well, trying to get the 50-50, but he gets none of that 50. And the clear goal by Daniel PDF to put Little Big Planet up 1-0 with less than 2 minutes left to go. With that shot, that goal is huge.
Yeah, Voltage is pushing up a lot there, and giving Daniel, well, not exactly time, but enough space to make the pinch and find the goal.
Now, back over. Pushing it over now, Justin towards the net. It's gonna be 2-0 Little Big Planet coming up big in game number 2.
Floodgates have definitely opened now, and so have the angles.
And now, a minute 52 left to go. Little Big Planet up, 2-0. I usually say that 2-0 is the most dangerous lead, but in this case, that might not be the case. And almost proving me wrong is Voltic, as they took a shot towards the net that was Stromer. Was saved by Little Big Planet. So it goes back towards midfield. It's going to be Gambino taking the pass from Howelt. It's going to be just wide. And going to be cleared away by King Tuga, who lands off to the side, able to take another shot towards the net. Stromer clearing it easy, but Justin keeping it in play, and Tuga hitting it wide and far. As it goes back to midfield. Looking to play it in again. Tuga pushed to the opposite side of the field. Opting for Gambino is Howelt, and Gambino will push this towards the net. Daniel going to push it back to the corner. Tuga breaking that one up. Tuga coming back down. Tuga with great car and ball control overall in this series. He gets bumped. It doesn't matter. He's like, I'm just going to chase this ball down. It doesn't matter. Hit me. I don't care. Back. Stromer coming around the midfield. Justin breaking it up to Tuga, but he can't find the ball. Wrapping back around. That's Gambino trying to flick it back for a teammate, but no one's there. And Daniel's going to pick that one up. Trying to get a third goal. That might be the nail in the coffin. Almost own goaling with Stromer on that play. And angry at Stromer and just hitting him like, what are you doing? And the shot there by Daniel. All out of sorts with Voltic after that bump. Trying to find the ball. Trying to get it out of their zone. Not able to find any kind of leeway, any kind of room. It's 3-0, and that might be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Voltage just blading around on the floor there, rushing into things and not really thinking about what they're doing.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of shots on goal for either team. 5 for Little Big Planet, 3 to show for it, which is, that's the shot percentage you want. That's the efficiency you want out of your shots, and 3 from Voltic and none. That's not the shot efficiency you want. 0% is never good in most cases. Back Howelt is over. He misses the ball though, and as time winds down here, kind of hard to score 10 goals in 3 goals in 10 seconds. And now it's 5 seconds. It's definitely impossible to score 10 goals in 3 seconds. But as time winds down here, almost getting a feel-good goal there. Not able to though. Little Big Planet moving on in the series. Moving on in the tournament. Words are apparently real hard for me today. It will be moving on to the quarterfinals. And Little Big Planet coming up big, not so little, obviously. Now, guys, we'll be back for our quarterfinals matchup in just a second. I'm Jorby, please. He's Dwarf, but we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Finals match, we're going to have Team Bean versus Overgrind Gaming. Team Bean in blue, Overgrind Gaming in orange. Of course, it's me, Jorby, please, bringing you the play-by-play. With me is Dwarf Butt, bringing you the color. And what colors haven't I mentioned yet? We got like maroon or like cyan, magenta, and turquoise.
Indigo.
Yeah. Royal blue. Go with that as well. Is there a royal blue or is that just
Saffron.
saffron?
All the Rocket League colours.
Yeah, perfect colors. All right.
Lime.
Teams are getting in here and getting ready to go, guys. For Team Bean, we got Mafik Raven, Prime, and Momo. A very good team. I believe seen them a couple of times. They're a solid team. And then we have Overgrind Gaming, who, unless they've changed their name to something else, I have not heard of the team. Waiting for the players to get in here, and we will go. And as we said before, I like this stadium too. It's not bad. Not my favorite, but it's not bad. I don't mind.
At least it's got a big crowd.
Yeah, the crowd of balloons.
Players do it for the crowd.
The crowd of balloon hands. Look at all them balloons. You just, if I was in a tournament and there was an arena, I would want the balloons to show up as well. Because that would just be awesome. That would be great.
Makes it more scenic. And
for Overgrind Gaming to get in here, I have to yell at someone. Get them, stick the dogs on them. Get in this game.
or else. We'll do something.
Forest green. There's forest green. I'm just gonna start like naming like different colors. It's cool because like even in, like the custom settings, you can change like titanium white or like a jet black. And you have some weird ones you can just call like
crimson.
Crimson, yeah, exactly. See, crimson red, and then you have like
navy blue,
bright, like sunny yellow. That's not a thing. If sunny yellow isn't an actual thing, it is now. I made it up, and that's all that really matters. I mean, I can just make up whatever I want and have it. It's fact. That's it. For example,
the ruler of the world.
For example, those right in front of the net, that's the danger zone. That's what I'm calling it. Looks like Overgrind Gaming has finally gotten in here, and I can stop making everybody cringe. Team Bean in blue, Overgrind Gaming in orange. Overgrind Gaming represented by Chair, Claven, and Rubaldo. As we will get right underway in game number 1 of our quarterfinals match. And it's going to be Rubaldo and Prime on the face-off. Rolled off the ceiling. Claven going to take this off the top. And met by Momo, pushing it out to Prime. Prime wrapping around, taking his time with the shot. Low off the crossbar. Momo tries to get the shot and met by no one, just shot it wide. Back. Mafia Graven keeping it in play to Prime. Prime trying to take a shot there, broken up by Chair and Rubaldo. And coming back around Chair to shoot it to the other side. Momo can't find it. Rubaldo keeping it in play off the back wall, coming back around, broken up by Prime. And now it's going to be Claven back in, pushed away by Momo. Momo to the other side of the zone. Now, beating Chair completely is Prime. Claven able to flick that past. Rubaldo able to follow up and get back to midfield and into Team Bean territory. Back, trying to get it towards the net. Easily taken by Momo. Momo almost makes one guy miss, but it's going to be a shot towards net by Claven. Net by Mafia Graven. Mafia Graven. Now, he's going to have an opportunity over towards the net and a save by Rubaldo, and getting blown up in the process is Prime. As Momo looking to try to play this out. It's going to be a shot by Chair, met by Momo nicely. And now, Prime trying to get the follow-up, but Rubaldo keeping it in play. Rubaldo gets a tap, and coming from the other side of the field is Chair to try to take a shot, but it goes the wrong way. That's going to be Momo. It's on Mafia Graven. Met by Claven. Claven back over to midfield, but Prime going to try to keep this in play shallow in Overgrind Gaming territory. And Mafia Graven popping that one up, and Rubaldo picking it off his car. Rubaldo slapping that against the back wall, and met by Prime. Back, high, off the ceiling. Pushed away by Mafia Graven. Mafia Graven. And back down around Rubaldo. Over to midfield. A little bit of back and forth between these teams. 3 shots on goal for both. And almost a little bit of a passing play there. But good team plays coming out from both teams so far. And also good defense. Prime able to get that over Claven. Prime's chasing this ball down now. Prime looking to take a shot towards the net. Chair able to clear that one away. Coming back around is Momo. He can't find it. Mafia Graven getting that one over to Prime. Prime can't flip back fast enough. and Klaven gonna pinch it against the ramp. They try to opt for Chair, but Mafia Graven finds it instead. And now it bounces high up here. Mafia Graven trying to find it, he can't. Prime trying to find it, he can't. And now it's being flicked back and forth between Chair and Ribaldo. Chair trying to get that one over to Klaven. Can't find it, broken up by Prime. We're halfway through this game. Still no goals. Chair to Ribaldo. Ribaldo can't make Momo miss. As Momo flipped down to the ground to hit that ball to the other side of Overgrind territory. Back around. We have a volleyball match, ping pong, pong, anything that, you know, you hit back and forth. Tennis. A tennis match. Mafia Graven able to make the save. Back over the corner. Klaven able to get a nice back touch there, but goes wide. And now midfield coming back around. Pushed around by Mafia Graven. Mafia Graven, oh my goodness, Momo's just getting bounced around everywhere. It's sailing towards the net, almost finding its way in. But Chair able to make the save, and Prime trying to tuck that one down, but he might have wanted to look for the top shelf there. Not able to get a good tap as he kind of teed it down. Able to make the save was Ribaldo. And now Mafia Graven. He's going to have an opportunity to try to get something going. For a minute 45 left to go. He takes a shot towards the net. Pushed away by Ribaldo. Chair. One man to beat. He can't beat him. Momo back over to Prime. Back to Momo. Momo off to the sidewall. Momo coming around. Off the back wall. High. Broken up by Chair and Klaven. Over to Ribaldo. Ribaldo to the corner. Back to Chair. Chair somehow beats both defenders and gets the goal for Overgrind Gaming. They go up 1-0 with a minute 28 left to go.
Yeah, I don't know what Team B were doing there. They saw the ball and they obviously weren't looking around for Clay, and they just rooted themselves in place and caused the goal.
And Mafia Graven almost doing that himself off the face-off, but was cleared away by Overgrind. And now, trying to play Enforcer on Prime. Wasn't able to find him. It was Chair. Chair able to keep this in play, but looks like Momo looking to take control, and he flicks it over both defenders. Chair trying to get back around and get the tap, but they are all over him right now as tapping it down to Momo. Momo trying to tap it down to Mafia Graven. Prime taps it once. He's backing up, going back and forth, trying to put himself in drive, and Ribaldo comes up with the ball. Now it's Mafia Graven trying to get it over. Ribaldo, he's going to stay with this ball. 47 seconds left to go. Down 0-1. Team Bean. That great team plays, just can't find the net. Prime's going to punch this over. Another opportunity. We'll see if they can get something going. Prime not able to find the ball. Tapped away by, excuse me, Klaven. Back again. Momo to the corner. Met by Klaven. Ribaldo with the follow-up. 30 seconds left to go. Prime, high, taps it once. Can't get it by everybody towards the net. But he does hit it over to the other corner. Try to get it to Mafia Graven. Broken up. Back again. Playing it. Mafia Graven to Momo again. Back to midfield. No play. 13 seconds left to go. It's headed towards the net, and catching it is Prime. They got to get downfield right now if they want a chance. It's going to be a shot towards the net. It's going to roll in, and Ribaldo getting the 2-0 lead, getting the nail in the coffin, and taking game number 1 in all likelihood.
Really just in the goal there. Just not sure whether he just gone back from the attack, but he was stuck in the net there and couldn't quite save it.
Yeah, now off to the side. Mafia Graven pushing it over, and as time ticks down, that'll be it for game 1. Overgrind Gaming taking game 1 with an ever so fragile 1-0 lead for the majority and getting that last security goal at the very end, but definitely can't count out Team Bean coming into game 2. And we will get game 2 underway. Team Bean, obviously, like I said, just a lot of good team plays. The shots, not so even. 3 more in the way of Overgrind. But Team Bean had their opportunities definitely to put shots on goal and had good team plays going. They have the synergy. Overgrind Gaming just playing well defensively. It's really all you can say about that. Give credit where credit is due. Chair Klaven and Ribaldo looking to move on to the semifinals. Team Bean looking to force game 3. It is a best of 3. Momo going to dump this down to Prime, trying to flick it back around to Mafia Graven. They're still around their own net, almost getting the pick down. Was Chair. Cleared back away by Mafia Graven. Mafia Graven with a shot towards the net wide. Ribaldo getting the rebound off Prime, spiking it back down. Prime not able to get their Chair. Able to break that one up. Still Klaven trying to clear it away. He gets bumped by Mafia Graven, and then he gets blown up by Momo. No respect as Ribaldo pushes that one away, able to buy time for his teammate to get back. That's going to be Momo to Klaven, who takes a shot towards the net, and it almost sticks by everyone, but Prime able to make the save. And Klaven flicking this back up to Chair. Chair not able to make the connection. And Ribaldo on the 50-50 loses that one to Mafigraven. So heads back to midfield. There's Momo. Back to Prime. Prime with the shot towards net, but it's going to be light and cleared away by Chair. Minute into this game. Again, opportunities for Team Bean. Just can't find the net. Mafigraven's going to find it here, though, with the pick in midfield. 1-0 Team Bean.
Yeah, Overgrind just pushing that ball way too much and not leaving anyone to stay back and in case that happens.
Minute 6 into this game is how long it took for the first goal to happen. Getting blown up is Momo. As this gets shot towards their own end, a quick power play that was turned away by Mafigraven and Prime. Now, in the corner, Mafigraven trying to take another shot, turned away by Ribaldo for the follow-up his Chair. Able to punch it back into the corner. He fights off Mafigraven for this ball, and it gets past Prime. And now racing towards this ball, he can't get there, is Momo able to get it away, but he can't get it past Ribaldo. Tapping it back to Klaven. His Chair beaten by Mafigraven as he tries to get it out, but he can't. His Chair's going to take this pass. He flicks it towards the net. It's going to be slow. Momo looking for the clear. Chair looking for the, or Klaven looking for the pick. He can't get it. Back to the corner. Prime looking to take a shot. Eye off the backboard. It's going. Both teammates going up for that. Met by Klaven. They got to get the follow-up, though. And Chair is able to do just that. Chair to Klaven. Klaven teeing that one up maybe for Ribaldo, but he's too far away. He's coming back around to try to catch that one. And he does, but Mafigraven comes up with the ball. Punched over to the other side of the field. Less than 3 minutes left to go. Chair to Ribaldo. Ribaldo to Klaven. Broken up by Mafigraven. Prime can't find it, and Chair's going to push it back in, but it's going to be light. A dud, if you will. There's Momo. He taps it once in the air and can't find that second tap. Trying to get it by as we are approaching the halfway point. And now it's Team Bean with that 1-goal lead. Ever so fragile. Ribaldo can't get the good clear. Klaven's able to get the follow-up, but coming right back up is Momo with the shot towards the net. It's going to be wide. Chair catching that one easily. Chair, now it's going to be his turn. Chair opting for Klaven. Klaven on the 50-50. It goes nowhere, but Prime can't find the ball either. Ribaldo comes up with it. Ribaldo gets beaten by Mafigraven. He beats two defenders. Chair to midfield, really back over to Momo. Ribaldo back to Prime. Prime with the shot, saved by Chair. Prime almost getting the pick, but he can't find it. And Mafigraven over to the corner, saved by Ribaldo. Good defense coming here by Overgrind Gaming, but they got to get this clear out. They got to get a hard clear. Rotations are going to break down eventually. That ball hanging dangerously over the net. Ribaldo able to make the save. Low off the backboard here. Comes the shot by Chair. It's tied up. Overgrind Gaming 1-1.
Yeah, that aerial attempts was fatal in that play. Led to the goal, and Chair just taking advantage of that.
Minute 49 left to go. A tie game. Game number 2. Overgrind taking game number 1. Team Bean looking to stay alive in the series. They aim to do just that with this opportunity as Prime hangs it off the back wall. Played nicely by Klaven defensively. Klaven again. Back to Chair. Chair. It's pulled back to midfield. Momo hitting that to his own zone. Off the back wall. Picked off by Chair. Chair trying to get a second tap, but he can't get there in time. Klaven passes that to Prime. Straight to him off the backboard. Here it comes. Chair able to hit it off to the side. That was dangerous by Overgrind Gaming, and now someone got blown up, and that's going to be a blow and go. No. Saved by Ribaldo. Another shot opportunity by Mafigraven. Almost getting on the power play, but Ribaldo making that save, and Chair now has to make the save. Another shot by Momo, going high. It's wide. Ribaldo trying to clear it out again. Ribaldo's going backwards. Can he get that ball? He can, off the top of Momo's car. And Ribaldo finally gets his car aligned straightly. And less than a minute left to go. Still a tie game. Team Bean putting on the pressure, looking to take it to game number 3. Momo with a shot, and he gets it. Prime! 2-1. 48 seconds left to go. Prime gets that shot. And now 2-1 here. Go ahead.
Not the greatest clear from Prime there. Straight to Prime, able there to.
45 seconds into this game. Back around. 40 seconds left to go. Looking to put on the pressure again. Trying to get the shot met by Ribaldo. Still some time left to tie this game back up. but it's not looking good for Overgrind as the pressure is mounting for Team Bean. Back, Ribaldo bounces it off the bumper of Graven and coming up with his chair, but flashed away by Momo. 20 seconds left to go. Momo looking to play it in. They know that this is a fragile lead. They're trying to get that security goal. Ribaldo going to clear it back over to the other side. 13 seconds left. Back to the zone. That's an empty net if he can get there. Graven, he tries to get the second tap. It rolls, and a good save by Klaven. 5 seconds. You got to get it downfield. Played back in by Prime and getting blown up by Klaven, and it hangs in the air as the buzzer beater drops down, and Team Bean will force a game 3 against Overgrind Gaming.
Yeah, well played by Bean there. Definitely improving what they played in the first round.
Yeah, Team Bean able to finally, I mean, they had 9 shots on goal and only 2 shots to show for it. Not the shot efficiency you want, but they were able to keep that pressure up throughout the whole game. Like I said, had a lot of good team plays in game 1, and it was only a matter of time before it went in their favor. And obviously a very low scoring game. Overgrind Gaming, see if they can come back and force the cap on Team Bean. We'll see if Team Bean can complete the reverse sweep against them as we get underway in game number 3 here. And a little bit of back and forth, a little early. Momo going to take a quick shot towards the net. He's floating down, and Ribaldo able to make the save. And a good follow-up there by Chair. Back around. Coming is Graven. Can't find the ball. Prime going to play it back in off the stealing Chair. Not able to get a good tap on it, but Klaven able to get the clear. Almost picked off. Momo low off the backboard. Coming back around. No one's able to get the tap. Prime's going to hit it over. It looked like Graven might have had a better angle. And might have had a shot towards the net. Cleared away by 2 members of Overgrind. Back to Team Bean territory. Back. Klaven almost getting a pick there. Ribaldo trying to tee it up for Chair. And can't find it. Now it's going to be Prime. Only one guy to beat Prime. Trying to go for the slow fake, but couldn't find it. He was turned away. To the other side of the zone is Klaven. Back over to Momo. Momo trying to clear this out now. Graven coming down to help him. No one can find this ball. Ribaldo's trying to get something going, but no one can do anything with it. Back over to midfield. Chair hits it off to the side. Gets a second tap, but it goes the wrong direction. Get these, let's have a color stack. What team are you guys on? Back, Prime. Over. Off the wall. Off the back wall. Almost goes in. Getting it a tap down. Momo trying to take a shot. And pulled away by Chair. Back over to Klaven. To the other side of the field. Graven. Back over to Klaven. Chair. Trying to tee this up for somebody, but he pops it high. Ribaldo is able to come down or come up with the ball, but an easy tap down for Prime to make the save. Graven. He taps it once in the air. He taps it a lot of times over everybody's car, and it finds its way back to Overgrind territory. And now Klaven trying to clear this out. Graven looking for the pick back. Klaven not able to find the ball on the rebound, and Graven playing it in. Pushed away by Ribaldo. Momo over to Prime. Prime with the shot towards the net, low off the backboard, and not able to find the net. Less than 3 minutes left to go now. Graven looking for another go to Prime, and saved by Klaven. Good read by Klaven there as the shot from Prime, and the pass from Graven was very well executed. Klaven back over. Prime with the pick, and they're going to get the first goal of the game. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. 1-0 Team Bean.
Yeah, shoddy clearance from Klaven there and just dunked by Prime there.
And now here, we'll see if Overgrind Gaming can get back into this. 2 shots for Team Bean, 1 for Overgrind, and almost slipping under him, but he was able to make the save. That was Ribaldo. Back, Klaven. Almost gets it by one guy, but really just passed back to Momo. Momo not able to get the second tap. It's going to be cleared away by both Klaven and Chair. Prime towards the net. Prime looking for the second tap. He's going to get it. And Momo, a little too low for that ball. 2:20 left to go in this game. Chair can't find the second tap as well. And trying to get the second taps, and now getting blown up as Graven off the back wall. They have a power play opportunity, but no one finds the ball. And Graven coming back from the dead, picked off by Chair. Over off the ceiling. Ribaldo trying to find it, broken up by Prime. Trying to tie this game up. Overgrind Gaming, but that's going to be an open net, and that's going to be a 2-0 lead, and that's huge with 2:01 left to go.
Yeah, the pressure was good, but they just couldn't keep it up, and that left an open goal for Graven to shoot into.
2 minutes in this game. I'm going for a fake kickoff. Oh my goodness, Chair almost flicks that in. And there, Ribaldo with a shot saved by Mafigraven. Chair gonna take a shot towards net. It's low. Momo able to pop that up and make the save. Ribaldo now over to Claven. Claven, no! Ribaldo, why? I don't know if Ribaldo got bumped, but Claven had the shot. That was the goal you needed, and now Mafigraven to Prime to make it 3-0. Team Bean starting to run away with it.
What team play that was. Just able to flick it up above both their opponents for a slam into the goal.
Oh man, I hurt for Overground on that last goal opportunity, but it is what it is, and explain part of the reason why it's 3-0 right now, and see if they can get back into this game. Still some time left, but they got to get a schedule going right now. Chair hits it, eye off the backboard. Coming up is Claven. He just can't get a hard enough tap. Unfortunately, Chair trying to take a shot, and that gets cleared back towards their own zone. Taking a shot again, Prime blowing up a guy. That was Ribaldo. Back to midfield, Chair. Gets it past one against the back wall. Ribaldo met by Prime. Chair back over to Claven, broken up by Mafigraven. Now Mafigraven to Momo to Prime. Prime to Graven. Graven off the backboard to Prime. Prime can't find the ball. And now Claven. Or, yeah, right towards the net. Momo. Oh my goodness. Just you can tell that Overgrind is a little bit desperate right now. Just trying to get shots towards the goal, and it's their team synergy is suffering for it. And Claven trying to push this towards the net. Team Bean looking with 40 seconds left to go. More and more likely they will complete the reverse sweep and move on to the semis. And that's going to be Prime to Momo. Momo's going to hit it off the backboard back to Prime. Prime's going to race up for that. He wasn't able to get there. Claven, this is an open net if they can get to the ball, but Claven not able to make a connection with it. And that's been kind of the story for Overgrind here in game 3. Just not able to get the connections. And Ribaldo off the back wall to Chair, but Ribaldo breaks that one up himself. 15 seconds left to go. Overgrind, we need a little bit of a color check as Mafigraven does a little bit of the fake. And if you weren't sure before, you're probably sure now. Team Bean gonna be moving on.
Claven's left, though. In.
And it looks like Claven
10
has
seconds
left,
left,
and that
that's
will be
enough.
it. That'll be it in this game again. You know, Team Bean, a very dominating performance here, and obviously just a lot of missed opportunities by Overgrind. That can definitely be frustrating for anyone. You know, we've all been there. Just eventually, you just kind of go on a small little tilt, and that's about it. You know what? I'm done. Team Bean moving on to the semifinals, and we will move on to our semifinals. Before we go, let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at the bracket here, real quick. I'm gonna take a quick look at this. We have the Light Ones and Enjoy Gaming. Their game is still going on right now, and looks like they actually just recently got started. Brackets little off center, if you will. And then we have Atlas Firewall and Little Big Planet still going at it almost 20 minutes into that one. Very possible that's in game number 3. We have obviously Team Bean moving on to the semis. And then we're actually still waiting for another quarters to get started. And the winner of Enmity RL and Mafia Pandas will be
What a
facing off
name.
against Serbi Esports and Mafia Pandas. What a name indeed. And obviously the winners between those two will be facing each other in the semifinals. So guys, we'll be back as soon as we get our next match ready for you. I'm Joby, please. He's Dwarf, but we'll see you on the other side.
See ya.
gonna leave.
Are here, Sorby Esports
What?
versus Mafia Pandas.
What?
And now,
What? What?
what happened?
When I leave, it doesn't.
Like I was Sorby Esports versus Mafia Pandas. Mafia Pandas did win that previous match. We would be bringing you another quarterfinals here before we get to our semis. Semis just not ready to go yet. Our quarterfinals are still underway. That one was just that first quarterfinal got underway pretty quickly. And our teams are joining here real fast. Sorby in blue, a Mafia in orange. And we should have a good one on our hands here. Digital Bacon, Cornish Pirates, and Zavaz making up Mafia Pandas. And then we got Fruity, Hansen, and Kvist for Sorby Esports. And should be a good one indeed. And everyone is in here. So as soon as they take their sides, we're ready to go. And we're just waiting for them to be ready to go. And they are taking their sides right here. Hansen, Kvist, and Fruity on Sorby Esports. Mafia Pandas, Cornish Plate, or Pirate Plate. Wow, Pirate, Digital Bacon, and Zavaz. So we get underway here in this second quarterfinals and is a best of 3. Fruity and Zavaz going to be on the face-off here as we get underway in game number 1. Fruity going to win this one cleanly as he rolls up to the sidewall and trying to create an early opportunity for Sorby. And now Sorby Esports has to rush back to their own zone. Is easily cleared away by Zavaz. Back down around, playing it. Punched away to the other side of the zone by Sorby Esports. Fruity going to take this one low past Bacon. Fruity's going to make it past 2 people and try to get the pass to Hansen, but can't make the connection as it's broken up by Zavaz. Zavaz opting for Cornish Pirate off where the ceiling and the wall meet. He just pop it towards the net, but it's slow. And Fruity able to easily clear that one away. Or was Kvist, excuse me. That's going to be Kvist over to Hansen. Hansen, oh, feels bad backflip by Fruity, but it doesn't matter. Hansen gets it in on the top 1-0. Sorby Esports.
Just able to find the power. And yeah, feels bad backflip coming there. Could have been a different story if that actually worked.
And now around. Kvist looking to play that in, but broken up by Zavaz. And Fruity now tapping it up for Hansen. Hansen, that one looked pretty, but couldn't get it onto the net. Fruity trying to keep it in play, broken up by Digital Bacon. Now Bacon over to the side. Oh, he misread that one a little bit as it bounced off the corner. And now Kvist able to try to clear that out. To Fruity. Oh, a pinch by Fruity, and Kvist is now Digital Bacon able to clear that one away. Mafia Pandas still down by 1 here. No shots registered so far in the first minute of this game. Digital Bacon trying to take the pass from Zavaz, not able to make the connection. And Hansen met by Pirate. And it goes to the other side of the field. Sorby Esports looking to keep something going, but Digital Bacon has other ideas as he pushes it back into the zone. Cornish Pirate coming up with this to the corner. Back off the back wall high. Digital Bacon trying to get a back tap on it. Wasn't able to get there. Zavaz not able to make a hit either. As now Pirate has to keep it off into the corner. He does, but Hansen coming back around for 1 tap. He gets a 2nd tap, but he's met by Zavaz on that play. And now it's going to be Fruity to Kvist. Kvist back over to Fruity maybe? No, Digital Bacon able to break that one up. Just waiting for it, but it gets pinched into the ramp. Now, another shot go around. Kvist high off the backboard, and Fruity can't find it. It goes back to midfield. Less than 3 minutes left to go. Pushing it back in. Hansen off the corner. Gets the shot down, met by Bacon. Got the shot by Kvist. Off the rebound, it's 2-0, Sorby Esports.
What a goal. That pass wasn't quite meant to happen, I don't think, but good communication, I think. Able to make that a goal.
2:52 left to go. And 2-0 for Sorby Esports. You can pile on more goals, or if Mafia Pandas can fight their way back into this. Digital Bacon coming down. Kvist playing it back in. It's going to be high off the back wall. He's going to play it himself. He is. He's going to roll it up. It's going to be high off the ceiling. Rating is Fruity. He just can't find the ball. Now, Hansen keeping it in play. Slamming it against the back wall. Kvist coming for the follow-up. Bacon trying to clear this out. Net by Fruity. Fruity towards the net to Hansen. Trying to get a redirect, but that was a tight window. And that's going to be a shot by Kvist, and Bacon able to make that save. Coming back around, Fruity, he can't find the ball. Broken up by Cornish Pirate. Now off to the side, it's headed towards the net. Kvist has to make this save. He does catch that. He's casual. casual going. I got it. No problem. Now back to the corner. Still looking to keep up the pressure as Zavaz. It's Fruity now trying to push it out. And Vis trying to get the rebound, but he's met by Cornish Pirate. Off to the backhand. He's going to take the shot off into the corner. 3-0 with less than 2 minutes left to go.
The angle king coming in clutch there. Able to tilt his card just enough and get the power on it from the air roll.
Now it's going to be Digital Bacon and Vist on the face-off. See if Mafia Pandas. The lead starts to grow. Only one shot registered for them so far. And they seem to have some good plays. Good mechanical play coming out. Fruity with a shot and saved by Bacon. And good defensive effort by them, but the shots have piled on. 8 shots in total for Sorby Esports. And obviously a lot of saves. 5 saves coming out from Mafia Pandas. The other 3 going into the net. Good defense, but the pressure just too much. Pirate, he whiffs on that one, and coming up is Hansen, and he's going to get the 4th goal. And with 1:28 left to go, Dwarf, it's not looking good.
No, it isn't. They're going to have to pull something out of the bag here. They need to apply more pressure onto the pressure.
What's in this bag? What do they got to pull out of that bag? Oh, here's Bacon with a quick shot, pulled away by Kvist. The bag of miracles back away. 1:20 left to go. Kvist pushed over, and Bacon gets the pick, and they're going to get their first goal of the game. And Pandas, not out of it yet. They've started their schedule. Now they need 3 goals in 1:15 to tie this game up.
I think it's just part of the miracle that I was talking about. Just pushing it past Sorby Esports there.
And now, Fruity. Savaz on the face-off, bouncing favorably here. Bacon going straight up for this, but wasn't able to find the ball. Then Kvist misses it. Kvist, such a people in your names. Back, Digital Bacon over to Savaz. Broken up by Fruity. Fruity over to Kvist. And less than a minute left to go. You got to score right now. You don't want to be in your own zone in this kind of situation. Back, Fruity, high off the back wall in the corner. Zavaz able to clear that one away, back over. Now it's going to be Bacon. Bacon towards the net. Hansen waiting for it and punches it back to the corner. Over to Fruity. Fruity to Kvist. And it's just wide as it hits the post. Hansen rolling it up the back wall. 35 seconds left to go. Bacon punching it down to Kvaz. Wow. To Zavaz. 30 seconds left to go off the corner. And missing it's Fruity, and missing it's Hansen, who didn't expect Fruity to miss. 24 seconds left to go. A lot of goals to score. Not looking good for Mafia Pandas as time winds down here, but looking to game 2 at this point. And at the end there, Mafia Pandas coming out, and they pulled something out of their bag. What they pulled out of that bag was a little more team synergy and good plays coming out, and a little more pressure, better challenges as well. But Kvist going into game 2, getting some more pressure, 5-1. But out of that bag, they pulled some Digital Bacon. And Digital Bacon got that goal. It was a shot towards a nice pick in midfield, making good challenges. See if they can make those mid-match adjustments and get more of that. You just want to see more of that. You want to see more aggressiveness out of Mafia Pandas here. Sorby coming away with this. So, Dwarf, I want to ask, who you got going in the game 2 here?
Judging by who's playing what in this game, I think Sorby Esports are going to clutch this. Mafia Pandas may make some adjustments that can put on some pressure, or they go for more balls than maybe they could bring it back. But I think Sorby, you've got this.
I have a feeling that Mafia Pandas is gonna force game 3 here, just from what we saw in the last minute and a half of that game, able to finally play a little bit faster, up to the speed of Sorby, and I think they might force a game 3 here. So we will see what happens though. Sorby obviously making a statement there in game 1 that they just want to move on to the semifinals. After that dominating performance, Fruity, Hansen, and Kvist looking to do just that as Mafia Pandas is in elimination station here off the face-off in game number 2. It goes the way of Sorby, and rolling it down is Fruity, but it's saved by Zavaz. Now that the pass to Kvist, it's light back to Hansen. Hansen able to roll that one in. That was the ugliest goal I think I've ever seen, but it's a goal nonetheless. 11 seconds in. Sorby up 1-0.
Must have just had an extra flip in there just to make it in, but good mechanical knowledge that, to flick the right way there, just to put it in.
Shout out to Random Chatter who said Sorby's going to score first. Good job. You win a cookie. I'm not going to give you that cookie. You can find someone else to give it to you because I don't have a cookie. Hanson flipping this up past the defender. Fruity undercutting that ball. And now it's still hanging around the net. Digital Bacon able to get it off to the corner, but he can't clear that one out as Kviss comes back in. Cornish Pirate trying to get it up for Savaz. He does. Savaz able to make it. Now Bacon over to Sorby territory. And Kviss looking, or not Kviss, Fruity, I'm sorry, back over to Kviss. Cornish Pirate able to break that one up. There's no one in net right now, but they're all coming back. Fruity and Cornish Pirate got bumped. He might have had a play on there. And Savaz has a slow float, and Kviss was already up there to make that save. Cornish Pirate up against the back wall. Can't find it with Savaz, met by Digital Bacon. And he lost his Digital Bacon on that one as Fruity pounded it right past him. Back around. Kviss looking to keep it in play and pushed back by Cornish Pirate. Cornish Pirate met by Fruity and Hanson. So now it goes back around. Here comes Kviss. Kviss down. Trying to get it to Fruity, but he gets blown up. Cornish Pirate to Bacon towards the net. A little too far away for him, but he's going to keep it in play and hit it towards the net yet again, but it's going to be just the center and cleared back to the other side of Sorby territory. Cornish Pirate undercutting that ball and looking to keep it in play. Some pressure coming out here early. Oh, with the... Oh, I lost my words. I lost my jorbles, and I wanted to say backboard and crossbar at the same time and lost everything. Back is Fruity. Fruity up to the side wall, looking to try to maybe air triple this. It's going to be really staying onto the side, nowhere towards the net. He's going to keep that one in play, though. Playing really well up in the air there on the side. Cornish Pirate flicking out towards midfield, met by both Hanson and Kviss on the little pinch off the crossbar. Coming up, Fruity to try to finish. He can't. Met by Digital Bacon with the shot towards the net. Hanson able to make the save. The only guy who could have. Back, Cornish Pirate towards the net. Fruity meets him on the 50-50. Back to Kviss. Kviss to Hanson. Hanson gets it by everybody. It's 2-0. Sorby Esports.
Hanson definitely showing that he is the ESL monthly elite there. Knocking it over the opponent there to make it 2-0.
Yeah, now we're approaching the halfway point in this game. 2-goal lead is pretty huge. 3 shots on goals from Mafia Pandas. They got some good pressure going and good offensive opportunities early in this game. Just not able to capitalize. See if they can get a goal here. Put themselves within one. Plenty of time to do so, but it's not looking good here. Just looking to play it back in, pushed away by Cornish Pirate. Cornish Pirate looking to put it in himself, and he can't get the second tap down. It was broken up by Fruity. Back, down around. Fruity beats one guy, and there's no one in net. And Hanson just taps that in and walks away. Cool guys don't look at explosions. It's 3-0.
Indeed, cool guys do not look at explosions. Scientific proof right here. He even styles it and lands it.
Yeah, Hanson just give it a little tap and turns right around. Gonna be Bacon. Hanson and Kviss here on the faceoff. Oh my goodness, Hanson. Are you kidding me? He's like, just read that perfectly. The man's a mind reader there. Back or down around. Hanson playing that off the ceiling to Fruity. Broken in. Is broken in because they're in the offensive zone. To Bacon, but cleared away by Fruity. Now it's Savaz. He's got to try to make a save here by Hanson. Hanson almost getting that tap, but wasn't able to find the ball. Less than 2 minutes left to go. Fruity taking that pass down off the ceiling. Savaz can't find it, and Bacon looking to push it away. He does, but he's got to get a second tap. Wins on the 50-50. Back, Savaz. Fruity's already up in the air for that one. Over to Hanson. Hanson doesn't have an angle. Has to just reset. Now it's Kviss. Back over to Hanson. Hanson has a free shot at the goal if he could just line it up. It's not free anymore. Took his time. And Pirate able to make the save. Back Fruity. Turned down by Bacon. Hanson, the shot to Fruity. Off. Just off. Less than 1:30 left to go. Kviss playing it back in. Saved, or at least played off the back wall by Cornish Pirate. Cost by Kviss. Kviss to Hanson. Hanson coming down, and Hanson with a great shot, but an even better save by Digital Bacon. The hard reads. Back down. Fruity tries to tap that one up. He gets it by 2. But not by 3, and that was Savaz to be able to clear it back out to midfield, but there's a minute left to go. You're still down by 3. You can't be playing good defense. You got to be playing good offense. Back towards the net, cleared away, popped off the top of Kviss' car is Cornish Pirate. 50 seconds left to go now. Clock is ticking. Time is not on your side. Cornish Pirate. Oh, it drops straight down off the backboard. I don't think really anyone expected that to hit the ceiling that way. We're now winding down still. Back the pressure. There is no pressure. It's just hanging around in Sorby Esports zone. 30 seconds left to go. They're trying to reset. What are you guys doing? There's 30 seconds. You got to put the pressure on. 25 seconds left to go in this game. Cornish Pirate looking to put a shot towards net. He does. Over. 2. Sabaz. And there's the pass play we were looking for. And now you got to score 2 goals in 10 seconds. 4 goals. I'm sorry. 2 goals, 10 seconds a goal. Not impossible. And not that improbable. But you got to win this face off here. And right now, Mafia Pandas, they got to get it going on this face off right here. They lose this, they might lose the game as it rolls up the side. Still anyone's ball here. Getting blown up, though, on the power play, pushing it back over the pass. Oh, my goodness. And Cornish Pirate just missed that one. It might have went towards the net. Hansen pushing that one away. 10 seconds left to go and not in the zone where it needs to be. It's looking like Sorby Esport is going to complete the sweep. They're going to move on to the semifinals to face somebody. And we're going to find out who that somebody is. We might find out who that somebody is.
Very well played from both teams there.
But yeah, Sorby Esports. I just realized Sorby rhymes with Jorby. For no particular reason. There's no like reason behind that. I just something I noticed. Winning that convincingly and great team plays coming out of Hansen. Hansen is ridiculous. I'm just gonna Hansen, you good. You good, man. Real good. Anyways, we'll move on to our next game here real shortly, guys. I'm Jorby, please. He's Dwarf, but we'll see you shortly.
See ya.
All right, guys, we are back for our semifinals match here between Enjoy Gaming and Atlas Firewall. Atlas Firewall specifically, if I have a gander at the bracket here, see who they played to get here. We had Little Big Planet was their last opponent. We saw them on stream. We saw how solid they were able to play against, Voltic, and they won that in 3 games. So that went all 3 in the best of 3, and they moved on. And earlier, they had swept the rest of their team since then. So only dropping 1 game so far for Atlas Firewall. And then Enjoy Gaming, we take a look at their side. They dropped only 1 game as well, but it came in round 3, not in quarterfinals. They ended up sweeping the late ones and dropping 1 in the round previous to the Quack Attack. Duck, duck, goose, quack, attack. I don't know. I don't. I just gotta make the things. We're here, and it's okay, because we got Enjoy Gaming, we got Atlas Firewall. Our teams are here, and I'm ready to go for this best of 3 semifinals.
I think I'm ready to go.
It should be good. You think you're ready to go?
Yeah,
well,
maybe.
Dwarf, I can't have you think. I need you ready. I need you on the game. You gotta be ready as you've ever been right now. As soon as the players take their sides of this snowy and icy map, we will get right on going. Atlas Firewall and Enjoy Gaming going to be playing in this one. Should be a good one indeed. As now you just hear Jorby talking to pass the time until everyone takes their sides, and Nagflow takes his side. Doommain takes his side. Wasman on Enjoy Gaming in blue. Atlas Firewall in orange. We have Arcaner, Vel, and Ravalo Neto. And guys, we're going to get straight into this one. Best of 3 semifinals. Here we go. Wasman on the faceoff, going to win that one cleanly. But Ravalo, I don't know how you pronounce it. The shot by Arcaner to make it 1-0, 5 seconds in. And Team Atlas Firewall takes the early lead.
Already making a great play. Missed a save there. That puts Atlas Firewall in front.
Right now, here on the face-off, Ravalo and Wasman. And now it's going to be Nagflow towards the net, played nicely by Arcaner. And Arcaner makes a nice save off the backboard. I've seen Arcaner play. Oh, the dunk! No, it hits the post! Wasman had a shot towards the net, playing bully was Doomman. That's how you pronounce that one. Wasman gonna go up for that. He just tap it down towards the net. Arcaner gonna clear that one away. Playing it right back is Doomman to top shelf it. 1-1. Playing it nicely. Enjoy Gaming tying the game up.
Great knock on there from Wasman. And slotted in by Doomman to equalize it.
Yeah, and now a tie game right away. Enjoy Gaming, and that's exactly what you need to see out of them. Didn't want anything to snowball out of their way there. Vel missed on that one. And as I was trying to say earlier, I've seen Arcaner play on multiple occasions. Real solid player, especially defensively. Makes some crazy plays that I've seen here. He's going to push this shot towards net. It's going to be wide. And Doommain looking to play this away. Back over to Nagflow. And Nagflow back over to Doommain. Doommain looking for this ball off onto the side, but Arcaner right there. Going to break that one up. We're just over a minute gone in this game. That's Wasman over to Doommain. Doommain. These people and their names. They're killing me. There's Nero trying to push it back over. And it is still in this corner. Atlas trying to play this out. There's Nero again. Off to the side ball. Passes that one over to Vel. Vel to Arcaner, but it's just too hard. Not able to find Vel on that one. Nagflow coming up with this. Pops it up for Doommain. Picked up by Arcaner, and a save by Wasman. Able to make that save after a great pick by Arcaner. Now it's going to be Nagflow to Wasman. Coming up for that, and a shot. It's going to be just wide. And the rebound by Doommain. 2-1. 320 in.
Wasman again with another great knock on there. Setting it up for Doommain again. What a great pair of strikers and assisters.
Wasman's pass was so pretty. It was such a pretty pass. And now we get on the face-off. Nagflow to Wasman on the face-off. He wasn't able to make the connection, but wrapping back around Doommain to the other side of the field. Arcaner going to try to punch this in and get An opportunity going. There's going to be Nero with the shot. Light turned away by Doom. Back Vel to Arcana. What a pass and what a save by Doomane. It was an absolute laser of a shot back to Doomane. He's going to clear it back to the other side of Atlas territory. And then he blows a guy up in the process, Wasmane. And now he got Arcana. Arcana to Vel. Vel can't make the connection. Broken up by Nagflow, but keeping it in play is Arcana. Back to Doomane. Doomane has to fight off his own teammate to get to that ball and trying to get it past Nero, but he can't. And now Nero back around. Nero, air dribble to the back wall. Met by Nagflow. Over to Doomane for the follow-up. Arcana pops it high. Wasman and Nagflow going up for that one. Doomane trying to keep it out of play. And now, less than half this game left to go. Some pressure getting put on by Atlas. And Wasmane able to hit it over to the side to try to get the midfield over to Nagflow. He does get the second tap on that. Doomane going up for this, but Nero going to beat him cleanly to that ball. Already up in the air. Nagflow to midfield. Nagflow can't get it past Vel. Back to midfield again. Nero to nobody. Broken up by Nagflow. And Nagflow all over the field here with these clears. And not a lot of points. But hey, shot and a miss. Got me all excited there. Oh, a little bit of pinch to midfield, but catching it was Arcana. 45 left to go. Arcana trying to make a guy miss, but now it ends up in the danger zone, but cleared away back to the other side of the field. Still down by one goal. The pick by Wasman. It goes in. 3-1 by Enjoy Gaming.
Yeah, not quite made the way. Not taking it to the wall. Not sure if the patches have been made yet, but the rules might affect the bounces that come off to the ball, which left Wasman with the shot on the net.
I believe they have the second patch that came out with had fixed that issue. Another shot by Doomane. Just these shots. He was like, yeah, my teammates can set me up, but I can just do it myself too. Back, Nagflow with the shot now, and that almost goes in, but a good save by Arcana. It's still in play. There's Wasman trying to get the pass from Doomane. The reverse connection. Back, Nagflow playing off the backboard nicely, but a tap down to Vel. Vel met by Nagflow. What a play by Nagflow. What a play. What a man. What a car. Back, a minute left to go. Doomane upside down, flicks it. Saved easily by Arcana. Cleared away by Vel. Coming back up, Doomane beats Arcana on the 50-50. That might be a fourth goal. I'm trying to play it slow. It was Nagflow. I didn't do that on purpose. Back, Vel, rolling it. Getting blown up by Doomane. That is Doom. Nero picked up by Doomane again. Back to the sidewall. Doomane looking to pile it on and put the nail in the coffin. But Atlas Firewall, they have other things to say about that. Playing it offensively, 30 seconds left to go. They got to score on this opportunity if they can. Nagflow hitting it high and over to Wasman. Wasman with a light tap to keep it up in the air, and Nero able to make the save. But there's 20 seconds left, and this is not where you want to be. Back over, Arcana. Vel wanted to take that shot and missed it. The time ticks down here with 10 seconds left to go. Not able to get it out of their own zone. Atlas Firewall going down by one game. 2. They're almost getting a goal there. Really putting the nail into the cake. Because we put nails in cakes. Back. Wasman. Keeping it up in the air. Can they get this goal running around? It taps down. Doomane trying to get it in, but he can't. And Enjoy Gaming going to enjoy a one game series lead here in this best of 3 semifinals.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, chat, for the amount of puns I threw out there in the last minute. I just had to. It's too easy.
It's fine. It's fine.
way too easy.
Puns are fine.
Puns are great.
Puns are great fun.
And now, Enjoy Gaming, moving on. They had 12 shots on goal, taking Atlas Firewall to elimination station. 5 coming out from Atlas Firewall, really doubling the shot total there. And it really felt like that the entire time. And they were able to get Atlas Firewall able to get some things going during that game, but nothing of substance, nothing that they could keep going. When it comes to offensive opportunities, when you're trying to score goals against really competent defensive players that are really good defensive, is being able to have your midfield rotations on point. And they just weren't, and they were able to get hard clears. And Nagflow might get this goal, and he does. He sneaks it in between the defender and the post. 11 seconds in. Enjoy Gaming looking to sweep this as they take the early lead.
What an angle there! Just to knock it off, assisting himself to get it off the back wall and knock it into the goal.
It's gonna be Nero and Was man on this play. Nagflow picked off by Vel. Vel and saved by Domain. Able to make that one, and Was-man was trying to get it back to Domain, but it's pushed back into the zone. And Nagflow there to Was-man to Domain. He gets it over him. Nagflow is racing towards this ball. Arcaner able to push it back into the corner, but waiting for it is Nagflow. Back to Domain, over to Was-man, back to Domain again. It flicks over towards it, then it's floating, but it's going to be wide. Arcaner trying to clear this one away, and Nagflow going to pick it off. Domain trying to go back up. It keeps it in play. Coming back up, Nagflow taps it over to the corner. Domain trying to stay on the ball, but pushed away by Nero. Back over to Vale. Back now. They have an offensive opportunity here, maybe. No. Arcaner gets blown up, and it goes back to midfield. Was-man coming up for this. He's going to take a shot towards the net. He comes down, and Arcaner's going to clear it back away. Arcaner to Nero. Nero can't find the ball. He turned the wrong way, but Arcaner comes down with it anyway. Off, down, to Vel. Can't find it. Saved. Back to Nero. Nero with a shot. Saved by Was-man. Back around Arcaner. Hits that one high. Back around by Nagflow. Getting blown up is Vel to try to stop an offensive opportunity, but Nero's able to play it back into the zone and give his teammate time to get back in to keep the play alive. Back Nero trying to get it past two defenders. It's just going to float back. Domain able to clear this out off to the ceiling into Atlas Firewall territory. And now in midfield, Vel going to have a chance to shoot this towards the net. And the hard read by Was-man. And it's back into their zone. Nero back over to Domain. Back to Nagflow, back over to him, to the other side of the field. And now flicking it towards the net. Domain can't get there, and that's going to roll in. And Atlas FW Vale gets the tie, 1-1 with 3:15 left to go.
Same thing, nearly from Nagflow, but it's followed by Atlas. Good read from that, and good to stay up for that. Just make sure it goes in.
Now tied up. Definitely what you wanted to see from Atlas Firewall here is, again, this is do or die for them. They got to score, or they got to win this game to force a game 3. Nero coming up towards this one. To be pushed away by Nagflow. Coming in hot is Arcaner. Just tap it to the other side of the zone where both of his teammates are. Vale playing this off to the ceiling. Nero tapping it up for somebody, but there's nobody but Nagflow. And now Arcaner trying to keep this in play to Vale. Vale with the shot. It's going to be hot off the crossbar. It bounces down and out. Putting a shot on it. Get off the post and clearing it out. Domain off to the side. Domain to the back wall to Was-man. Was-man rolls that up, but it's going to find itself to the other side of Enjoy or Atlas Firewall territory. Back down around Nero. Back to Domain. Picks it off. Domain looking for the shot. Couldn't find it. And Nagflow looking to keep that one in play, but he can't. Less than half this game left to go. Vale, he has a shot towards the net, and Domain able to make it back and make the save. Arcaner with another shot. There's nobody there. It rolls in. 2-1. Atlas Firewall taking their first lead in this series.
Yeah, there might just have been a little bit of a miscommunication. Because I know one of them went for the boost and then left the goal wide open from that clear.
Arcaner and Nagflow on this face-off. Here, 2:15 left to go. That's going to be Domain trying to get to Nagflow. Nagflow punches it over. Now they are looking to tie this one. They want to sweep this. They don't want Atlas Firewall to get any back into this game. They don't want a game 3. Coming up is Nagflow off the backboard to tie the game right back up to make it 2-2.
Nagflow liking that backboard there. It seems both of his goals being off the backboard, so must have practiced that quite a lot in training.
And Nagflow playing real nicely across the backboard, like you said, and Enjoy Gaming. Obviously, a lead doesn't fall to them, but they'll making a great save. So many things happening. Back, Was-man, put away by Nero. Nero to Vale. Vale hits it towards the net, saved by Domain. Less than 2 minutes left to go. Punching it back over Arcaner off the back wall. Was-man can't find it, but Nagflow does. A shot towards the net. Vale looking for the redirect, but it goes wide. And Domain able to get there in time to push it off to the corner. Now Domain going up. Pushed in by Arcaner. Turned away by Nagflow. Nagflow off the ceiling towards the net. Nero pushing it away. Domain wrapping back around for this ball, but he's going to opt for Was-man. Now Was-man gets 2 taps around the net, and he goes in. What an angle! I didn't even think that was going in from where I was looking. It's 3-2. Enjoy Gaming. Was-man doing it.
How's that even possible? He managed to get around the wall and just slow it down.
Was-man, please.
Stop him.
A minute.
Stops it from going on the crossbar.
Those angles always just impress me so much. Back down Atlas territory. They now find themselves down again by 1 and putting on the pressure. Enjoy Gaming. You know, a 1-goal lead is not going to do it in this game right now. Arcaner back Caught by Nagflow. He flicks it up, but Arcaner's going to come down with it. Still battling. Nagflow goes past Wasman. Still on that ball, but Arcaner actually ends up winning. Doomane able to fight off 2 defenders for this ball. And now Nagflow is going to come up with it. Oh no, he misses. It was going to be a one-man to beat scenario. And now Arcaner is in the same exact situation, but Wasman able to clear that back to Doomane. Doomane can't find the ball, so Wasman's going to stay on it. Wasman off the back wall to Doomane. Doomane with the soft shot towards the net. Cleared back by Arcaner. A shot by Nagflow, and it's wide. Back around. 40 seconds left to go. Arcaner dribbling in midfield. Pops it for Nero. Cleared away by Doomane. Backed away by Vale to midfield. Vale can't beat Wasman to that ball. 30 seconds left to go. Back again. Doomane opts for Nagflow. Nagflow with the shot. What a save! Coming back down. Keeping that ball out somehow. 20 seconds left to go. Back to the corner. Not to the corner, to the side. Back to Vale. Wasman staying with the ball. Wasman has a net. Wasman has a goal, and he has a 2-goal lead with 8 seconds left to go. And Enjoy Gaming looking to sweep and move on to the finals.
Wasman just loving his angles against both players and walls. Managing to find the net and power it in.
Enjoy Gaming with 2 goals. Just great play by Enjoy Gaming there late. Atlas Firewall put up one heck of a fight during that game number 2, but unfortunately all will be for naught, as Enjoy Gaming will be the ones moving on for a chance to take the bacon home to Mama. We all know Mama loves some bacon, and just crazy offense coming out from, well, everyone that matters. Just kidding. You all matter. But 10 shots from Enjoy Gaming and a plethora of shots coming out from Atlas Firewall as well, matching the offensive output of Enjoy Gaming. 10-10. Unfortunately, Enjoy Gaming just a little bit more puck luck for them, and great team plays coming out, and an open net for Wasman to really seal the deal. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll move over to our other semifinals here in just a second, guys. We'll be right back for that. I'm Joby Please. He's Dwarf Butt. We'll see you right back. All right, guys, we are back for our second semifinals match between Team Bean and Sorby Esports. Definitely have a good one on our hands. We're going to get underway here very, very, very shortly. Just waiting for our players to get into the game and our players to take the field as well to get that started. It's a best of 3 semifinals to go and face, go and face Enjoy Gaming in the grand finals. And guys, if you're watching for the first time at Rewind Gaming, well, first of all, let me say welcome. Welcome to Rewind. Here, we have this tournament every single Saturday at 7. Whatever time whatever
GMT.
GMT. All right, yeah, there it is. I can never remember what it is, but hey, anyways, and if you want to sign up, if you prospect 1, hell, you know what? If you're unranked, if you've never played ranked in your life, you can still sign up for this tournament, and you should.
Doesn't matter.
Because the more the merrier. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Let's make it happen.
Be like Trevor.
I believe in you.
Just do it.
I believe in you. And if Jorby believes in you, you know you can do well.
You have
That's
power.
And if you don't, you can learn. You can learn. And everyone loves to learn, right? Well, our teams are they are getting in here. Again, Team Bean, obviously, Mafia Graven, Momo, and Prime. And then Sorby Esports, represented by Hansen, Kvist, and Fruity. And they are in here. I'm ready. Dor's ready. But are they ready? Well, as soon as they join, they'll be ready. And I might yell and be like, if you're watching the stream, get in the game because we're ready to go. Everybody's ready. Fruity, Hansen, Kvist. It's such a name. Off we go. Team Bean's taking their side. They're ready. And Sorby, late. You got in, though. That's all that matters. The timer's ticking down. Off we go into this second semifinal series. On the face-off, bumping into each other, Kvist and Mafia Graven. A shot right towards the net, off the back. And Hansen able to meet that one low on the back wall. Fruity coming to follow up. Fruity can't get by Momo. This is pushed back by Kvist. Kvist coming back up for this. He actually misses, and Momo, if he flipped away from that, and Momo not flipped it around. He had a free shot towards the net, but don't think he expected the miss. Mafia Graven beat by Hansen, met by Momo. Momo backed away by Kvist. Kvist to Hansen. Hansen slaps to the side. There's no one there to get that one. Prime's going to take a shot towards the net. Kvist able to make the save. Back over to Fruity. Fruity with the ball met by Momo. Back to the middle of the zone. Prime can't find it. Mafia Graven going to route back around, and Team Bean just going to reset. There. Kvist hitting it high. Off the ceiling it goes. Hansen going to pick that one up. And now, back over. The shot by Hansen is going to be just wide. Off the post. Hansen with the sneaky shot. Kvist going to try to play it back over. Momo going to clear it back to Prime. Prime off to the side. Net by Kvist, who catches that one. Spiked that down by Prime to midfield. Mafia Graven, the shot towards the net. Saved by Fruity, pushed over to the opposite side of the zone. Met by Kvist, who follows up nicely. Now it's Kvist in Sorby territory. Or not Sorby territory, I'm sorry, Team Bean territory. And the shot here is going to be nil, as Mafia Graven takes it out. Back, Hansen meeting him, coming high, and able to make the save is Prime. And over to the corner again. Hansen catches this one, but everyone's all over that ball, missing Fruity. Luckily, Kvist there to back him up. Just Kvist. High off the side, looking for something off the ceiling is Hansen. He gets attacked out and hits the crossbar. Coming up is Fruity to try to get the rebound, but Momo able to make the save, and Prime gonna clear it back to the zone. And Sorby Esports had the opportunity of a lifetime there. And by opportunity of a lifetime, I mean that was a tight window. It's about as tight as you get. Tight as a compression chamber. Back. Kvist to Fruity towards the net. Momo can't find it. Mafia Graven catches it and pushes it to the corner, making it back off his Hansen. Back over to Kvist. He does it from the grave. 1-0. 2:55 left to go.
They're just not able to clear it, and Hansen, being the player that we know, being as clinical as we know, providing that assist to Kvist.
And now Prime and Hansen on the face-off. See if Team Bean can get back into this one, but Kvist is looking to make it a 2-0 lead. Mafia Graven gets the save, and Momo's able to get that crucial follow-up, is coming right back down with Fruity to score that. Hansen waiting to push it right back into the zone, and Prime is going to slap it right back. I feel like our tennis matches here in Rocket League. Pushed back by Fruity. Mafia Graven trying to find some kind of clearing potential, but he does come away with the ball here, but Hansen finds it. Back to Kvist. Over back to Hansen. Hansen off the back wall to Fruity. Fruity looking for a shot. Hansen did tap it once, saved by Mafegraven. Back over to Kvist, keeping it in play. A lot of pressure coming out from Sorby Esports, pushing it back up. Fruity over to Kvist. Kvist can't find it before Momo does, and now it goes over to Prime. Prime flicks it high past Hansen. He does 3 taps over to Mafegraven, saved by Fruity. Back around, coming, Momo to Kvist, who's able to play it nicely off the back wall, close to the backboard. The shot here by Prime, pulled away. Back over, Hansen able to get the follow-up as it came towards the net. Momo now trying to prevent this from getting into the danger zone, but the danger zone is exactly where it goes, and Hansen can't make the pass to Fruity. Fruity can't find the connection, and oh my goodness, Kvist just gets by everybody and just taps that one in himself. That looked easy, 2-0.
Yeah, at this stage, you pretty much, well, like we've seen with errors, just stupid plays by Prime, just freestyling, not even anywhere near the ball there.
Kvist, now Hansen gets bumped on his way to the ball, back over Momo, coming towards the shot. Right now, Team Bean trying to find some kind of life. The heartbeat monitor, it's starting to dwindle. I'm not seeing so much pulse. They're only down by 2 goals, but time is ticking down. You're running out. Kronos, he's not with you. Coming, Prime, a shot towards the net. Hansen and Kvist able to make the save doubly and getting blown up. Bean, Momo, frustration mounting. Mafegraven up to Kvist. Kvist back over, down Prime, meeting that one. Momo back down to Prime. Prime over to Mafegraven. Mafegraven with the shot. Here's the opportunity, Momo, but it's going to be high off the backboard again. Mafegraven trying to get it back to Momo, but Momo can't get back wrap around to that one. It's a minute left to go. Still down by 2 goals. Coming, the pressure is still on. Fruity and Hansen trying to find that ball. Prime's just going to knock it off to the side. Mafegraven can't find it. Just completely missed there. Over into the corner. Almost 45 seconds left to go. Momo trying to play it back in, but it's played by Fruity. Over to Prime with a shot towards the net. Heading towards the back wall. Prime trying to keep it in play. The Mafegraven trying to get the shot with the defense by Sorby Esports, but they all went for that. Luckily, it's not going to cost them a goal. Fruity back over to midfield. Back to Hansen. Hansen, 30 seconds left to go. Now, Momo pushing it back to Prime. Momo actually going to take that pass himself. It's going to be off the back wall. He's looking for another tap, but played nicely by Kvist. Kvist back over to Mafegraven, who tries to keep it in play. Kvist has other ideas. Back to Hansen. Hansen coming down, trying to stay on it, but he's broken up by Momo. 15 seconds left to go as time ticks down. Sorby Esports. Oh, the goal right there! Prime gets the pick with 11 seconds left. It's not over just yet as Prime gets that pick over right in the danger zone. Down by 1.
It's knocked down behind him by Momo, and then Prime's just got tons of time and space to take his shot and put in as much power as he can on that.
Well, here they're going to lose this face-off, and that might be it for Team Bean unless they can pull off some crazy air shenanigans, which might actually pull something here in midfield. No, putting it back, Hansen. Momo can try to keep this up. He does. He can't get back to that ball. Oh my goodness, Prime keeps that one up. Fruity knocks it down. Sorby Esports winning game number 1.
Yeah, what a match. Well played from both, and the scoreline so close.
Yeah, everything was really a tight-knit game. 7 shots on goal for Sorby Esports, 6 for Team Bean. They really got some great pressure there late. Just wasn't able to find the back of the net. Mafegraven had a couple opportunities, and Prime getting that 1 pick, but just couldn't get that second goal. And good defense coming out of Sorby Esports as well. 5 saves out of the 6 shots coming out of Team Bean. So we'll see how Sorby Esports can try to close this one out, how Team Bean can respond. I think Team Bean, just you want more of the same in the second half of that game. And you want the second half pressure they had with the midfield rotations were really on point, just coming around and being able to get back. But Sorby Esports, both their goals coming pretty early. I think they're both in the first half of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Team Bean has some momentum here going into game 2, and should be interesting to see if they can close the gap here and force a game 3 between against Sorby Esports. We're gonna find out here in game number 2. It's gonna be Prime and Fruity on the face-off. Team Bean in elimination station. Off we go. Going up for that. Instead was Mafegraven. That shot's going to be towards the net. Put away by Kvist. Back over to Hansen. Pulls it up to the corner. Waiting for it is Prime. Hansen with the pick. The shot towards the net. Saved by Mafegraven. Mafi. Back to Prime. Prime against the back wall. He flicks it high. Over for somebody, but picked off by Fruity before anything could get developed. Hansen always makes things look pretty. I like it. Back. Prime. Picked off by Fruity. It's going to hit the ceiling. And I don't think either of them thought that one as they went a little too high for that. That's going to be Kviss trying to pop it over to Hansen, but Hansen a little too far up for that goal. Back Hansen plays it nice against the back wall. Momo's going to catch this and try to keep this in play for Team Bean. Oh, a nice pick by Momo there, but Fruity down to Hansen. Hansen gets it over Graven. Prime's going up for it. He's able to hit it off to the side, but Hansen's looking to play it off the rebound. He gets a shot towards the net, and it's saved by Momo. Going back up, Fruity, he can't find it. Kviss with the shot, and it's cleared back towards Sorby territory. Hansen gets picked off by Mafia Graven. Going up now, Fruity trying to make a play, but back over Hansen, able to catch that and get it back to midfield. Momo looking for something, anything. Momo, he can't find it. Hansen, oh, it's such a hard hit to get it over to Fruity. And Fruity does come up with the ball. Up to Kviss. Kviss almost gets that dunk down, but Momo able to make the save anyway. Mafia Graven back over to midfield. A lot of opportunities coming out. Only one shot registered for both teams so far. A minute 30 gone in this game. Back against the back wall, meeting it. Kviss, good defense. Coming up. Fruity in midfield. Back down. Kviss. Kviss with the shot. Mafia Graven can't get there. It's 1-0 Sorby Esports.
That's just classic Sorby Esports play right there. Just a pass down for Kviss to power into the goal. Team Bean's not going to do anything about that goal.
What a play. What a play by Sorby Esports as I almost fell off my chair. Back to midfield. Fruity gets that over to the corner, and it's going to be pushed away here by Prime. Still over in the corner, though. Hansen's going to play it over to Kviss. Kviss with a shot. Low off the backboard. Coming against Fruity with the finish. It's going to be wide. Just wide of the post. Back. Hansen playing it in to Fruity. Fruity looking for this ball, but he's too far ahead of it. Mafia Graven able to clear that away. Not that far away, though. Hansen putting a shot towards the net. Saved by Momo. Back. Kviss. High off the back wall. Fruity trying to find the connection, but it's pulled away by Mafia Graven. Back now. Hansen keeping it in play. Waiting for a pick. He almost gets that one, but pushed back. Mafia Graven teeing that up for Fruity. Fruity to Kviss, broken up again by Prime. Prime and Mafia Graven can't get each other off of their own cars. And now Fruity towards the center. Turned away by Momo. Back. Still a 1-0 lead. Ever so fragile it may be. Mafia Graven looking to get this game tied up. Mafia Graven back to Prime. Met by Hansen. Now Kviss looking for something. Prime able to push it back towards midfield. Hansen going to take a shot towards the net. Met by Mafia Graven. Still in midfield. This ball sits. Back around. Fruity can't find it. It's back in midfield again. Oh, Momo coming down off the crossbar. He gets the dunk down. 1-0. What a play by Momo.
Indeed it is. He follows it. Well played. Flying backwards. Pinching it from the crossbar into the goal.
Great. Just you're gonna tie the game. Let's do it in fantastic fashion. Prime trying to push that in on the face-off, and Mafia Graven gonna get a follow-up here and almost get it past. Actually, he does get it past Fruity. Going up is Kviss. It's gonna undercut that ball heavy. There's Hansen to Fruity. The connection not there. Hansen staying on this ball, slammed against the back wall. Finds his way to midfield. Prime's gonna come up with this ball. He's gonna try to take a shot towards the net. He's trying to bully Kviss out of the way, but he can't. Fruity coming up with the follow-up. Mafia Graven with a pick there on the corner. Now Kviss trying to get the clear. He does. Back to Hansen. Oh, Hansen almost gets the connection. There's Kviss again. There to Fruity. Oh my goodness, Fruity almost with the shot off the pass, but not able to make the connection again. It's gonna be Fruity. A minute 30 left to go. The way Sorby Esports is playing, you feel like they're going to get this goal eventually. There it is. Hansen getting the pass from Fruity off the back wall. Fruity playing it off to Hansen again. Hansen can't find it. Met by Prime and Momo. Coming up high. Kviss to the back wall. Trying to find maybe one of his teammates on the rebound, but Mafia Graven played it nice. Now Prime's going to try to take a shot, and he hits that. Just got way too under that ball, but here with an opportunity, maybe? No. Turned away by Fruity. Back over to Hansen. High off the corner. Coming is Fruity with a shot. What a shot. What a save by Prime. Prime gets up in the air with less than a minute left to go to save the Sorby goal. Unbelievable play by Prime there. Fruity bullying him out of the way. Hansen trying to take a shot. Pulled away by Mafia Graven. Back now it's going to be Fruity. He's trying to get back to this ball, but Mafia Graven pushing it to Momo. Now Fruity and Hansen. 40 seconds left to go. Still 1-1. Coming. Hansen meeting Mafia Graven on the 50-50. Back over to Kviss. Kviss now over into their corner. Enemy territory he is in. Prime Back to Kavitz. Kavitz with the shot onto the net. And that was a soft but scary one. Momo able to clear that one away powerfully. Fruity keeping it in play. Almost 20 seconds left to go. Fruity getting another pick over into the corner. Hansen coming with the shot. Almost. And the shot by Kavitz off the rebound. 2-1. 18 seconds left to go. That might be it for Team Bean, but there's still some time left.
What a team play that was. Just able to make the block, make the pass, make the goal.
And now, we'll see if Team Bean trying to go for a fake kickoff, maybe? Did both of them go? That critical error. Both Prime and Mafi Graven. Oh, that hurts. This communication.
I'm speechless.
I have no words for Team Bean.
The demise.
All you can say for Team Bean is that they beamed it on that play. And now it's going to be 4-1. And now you're sure. You weren't sure before, and after such a competitive game, Sorby Esports, they took away the beans from Team Bean. There are no more beans left.
They ate the beans.
They ate the beans, and it's gone. Rip Team Bean. As this ticks down, with 12 seconds left to go. I would sing them a song, but they don't deserve it after that double fake kickoff. You don't deserve any songs, as they get a 5th goal. Sorby Esports, I'm throwing a little bit of shade, but really, Team Bean, you guys played really well, and it was a really close game, and a lot of great team play coming out from both teams, and obviously just a really clutch save, the best save we've really seen so far in this tournament today by Prime, as we tick down here, and Sorby Esports gonna be moving on to play Enjoy Gaming in the grand finals, best of 5, and it should be interesting, it should be fun, it should be competitive, it should be hype. Jorby is the hype. I'm Jorby Please, bringing you the play-by-play. He's Dwarf Butt, bringing you the color. We'll see you for the grand finals real shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for what you've all been waiting for the whole time. The grand finals between Enjoy Gaming in blue and Sorby Esports in orange. It is gonna be great. I'm Jorby, please, bringing you the play-by-play. With me is Dwarf Butt, bringing you the color. And I am just going to say real quick, I'm gonna sell out for Rewind here. Just real quick, guys. Rewind, they're an awesome organization. They're awesome. So you'll see the Match Reno link in chat. And if you don't, you just type in !Match Reno, and you can donate to the next prize pool for next week. And all of that money goes straight back to our players. Definitely appreciate any support you guys can throw our way as far as that goes. Just wanted to plug that for them real quick. A bunch of great guys over here, Poison Bucket and everyone in the background. Chat, I don't know your name. I'll probably call you out at some point because now I feel bad. But anyways, and also before we get started, and as our players are still joining, we need to settle something. And Poison, if you can do this real quick, if you can just hit spectate and just mosey on over to the crowd. Chat, Bucket Man thinks that these are eggs. I want chat to tell me whether you think that these are balloons or they're eggs. Because they're not eggs. They're clearly balloons. Bucket Man is out of his out of his bucket. He's out of his mind. It's not.
He stepped off this bucket.
It's a balloon, man. Like, it doesn't look anything like anything. But anyways, our teams are taking their sides. Enjoy Gaming, Sorby Esports in this best of 5 grand finals. It's gonna be a good one. Again, Enjoy Gaming. You saw them earlier. It's Domain, Nagflow, and Wasman. Sorby Esports, obviously. Fruity, Hansen, and Kvist. Off we go into game number 1. Wasman and Hansen on the face-off. Gonna go the way as Nagflow gets the follow-up. And now it's pushed back over. Almost a shot towards the net. Saved by Domain. That's going to be Hansen taking a pass from Kvist. Back up to the sideball. Hansen taps it once over to the other side of the zone of Enjoy Gaming. Back Fruity keeping it in play. And Domain, or Wasman, pushing that one out. Back Hansen over to Kvist. Kvist with a tap towards the shot and a save by Nagflow. Back over Domain trying to get the follow-up. And it's pushed back into the corner. Fruity and Nagflow there on the 50-50. Trying to get the follow-up. Hansen is able to keep it shallow in Enjoy Gaming territory, but Hansen still staying on top of this ball. Over to Kvist. Kvist with the shot towards the net. And going up Nagflow, able to make that save. Kvist going up higher. Oh, it drops straight down off the ceiling, and a great play off the backboard by Domain to push it back to the corner. Back, Hansen taps it back for somebody. It's gonna be Kvist. Mets by a blue car. Back. It's Fruity to Hansen. Hansen with a shot! It's gonna be wide! And the play is already coming out from Sorby Esports. Just some great stuff here early. On the 50-50, Fruity back over. Hansen to Kvist! Low off the back while Hansen tries to keep it in play. And looking to clear that one out is Wasman. It's going to be played back in by Fruity. Fruity looking to do it himself, but it goes wide. Finds itself opposite side of the field. Enjoy Gaming trying to clear this ball out, but it hasn't left their zone once this game, I think. And now it finally does. A minute 30 into the game, but it's immediately pushed back in. I might have a little bit of a slap fight, but Kvist over to Hansen. He's trying to block him, and he makes Nagflow own goal. And it's 1-0 with 3:23 left to go. While Hansen's just a bully. He bumps Nagflow once. Nagflow gets bumped on his way up to the ball and then just flicks it. It just felt helpless there. 1-0. Sorby Esports, 3 shots on goal for them so far, none for Enjoy Gaming, and it has certainly felt like that. Like I said, I think it has been in Sorby Esports zone for all of 5 seconds, but it is going to be an opportunity here for Enjoy Gaming as it pushes back over. He just gets the shot off the top shelf. Nagflow ties it right back up 1-1.
Definitely going to be an interesting game here. Both teams are trying to take their time and make things as perfect as they can, but also trying to do it in the quickest times possible.
I'm going to point out, as this face-off is happening, I'm tilted. Chat, you're wrong. You're wrong, and you're feeding Bucket Man's ego, and he doesn't need any of that. He doesn't need none of that. Back down Domain, trying to clear this out. Hansen playing it back in over to Kvist, but Kvist undershoots that ball. Hansen keeping it in play, the shot towards the net, knocked away by Nagflow. Back, keeping it in. Hansen's just ridiculous. He's literally all over the place, setting up everything. Just, if the ball gets cleared, he's like, well, I'm already here. I'm going to play this back in. But almost half the game gone. And now Hansen going to play it towards the net over to Kvist. Kvist high off the backboard, and he meets it again. Let's play like Kvist. He's good, too. They're all good. All 6 of these players are solid. Back, Nagflow to Wasman. Wasman can't get it past Kvist. And Kvist trying to find Hansen maybe, but it gets cleared away. It's slapped against the back wall. Back in by Fruity. Fruity looking for another tap. He gets it down. It's going to bounce to the other side of Enjoy Gaming territory. And seriously, this has not left their zone all game. And it's 2-1, Sorby Esports.
Just well played. It's play after play after play, just making Enjoy Gaming feel a bit swamped and not able to do anything, just stuck in that swamp, can't get out of it.
Right now, 2-1. See if they can get out of it here. Fruity has other ideas. He puts it in himself. Fruity with the underside touch on his car. It slides off, hits the crossbar, ducks down. 3-1. 3-1.
What a goal. I
And,
wasn't expecting that sort of goal in the grand final.
I mean, those solo plays, that was just Fruity. That was sexy. And that was dirty. And you need to go take a shower because I feel dirty watching it. Fruity back over to the side. It's this high. Fruity looking to air dribble this down, but loses control of the ball. Wasman able to come up with it. Right now, less than 2 minutes left to go. Playing it. Hansen met by Nagflow in the air. Pushed back in by Fruity. Coming up is Kvist. He has a chance here to dunk it down, but he can't make the connection. Hard angle. Nagflow. Back to Fruity. Fruity trying to find Kvist. Kvist finds it, and it's 4-1. The plays by Sorby Esports. Enjoy Gaming just doesn't have an answer before.
No, they certainly don't. Getting that block in, but Kvist making sure that he finds the right sort of space and powers it in there.
Minute 35 left to go. Down by 3 is Enjoy Gaming, and they might be looking towards game 2 at this point, but they are getting something maybe offensively going here. Still only 1 shot registered, and I haven't been counting, but you know, obviously I've been casting this game, and I seriously think that it has been a total of 15 seconds that it has left Enjoy Gaming territory. If you don't have the ball in there for more than 15 seconds, you're not gonna score goals because you know that's the goal you need to score it in, and they're gonna get another one. 5-1. Sorby Esports piling it on at this point. 1:07 left to go.
Yeah, I think they might have given up a little bit. Feeling a bit demoralised from the amount of goals that have been scored on them. They've decreased their skill in gaming, but hopefully going to feel a bit better in game 2.
Yeah, definitely. And coming back around with the shot, almost missed. Less than a minute left to go. Back. There's Wasman. Down to Nagflow, but can't keep the ball in the zone. Oh, get back around, and 45 seconds left to go. Looking to get it 6-1. I'm just getting hyped because it might be a Brazil setup. Back to Hansen. Over to Kvist. Broken up by Dumaine. And Dumaine off to the back. Opts for Nagflow. Nagflow gets a shot saved by Hansen. Back up around. Coming down. Wasman. Not able to find it. 30 seconds left to go, and his timeline's down. Definitely Enjoy Gaming. And now definitely is thinking towards game 2 in this best of 5 series. Try to at least force it game 4. And what does Enjoy got to do? I mean, obviously they got to get it out of their zone initially, but how are they going to accomplish that?
Maybe try and work their mechanics a bit better and know just where their opponents are and what they can do from it. Work their space well and exploit it.
We'll see if they can come back in this. We have had several games today where, you know, it was a stump first game, and that team came back and either won that game or made it super close. So as this winds down, trying to get that Brazil maybe, it's not happening. It's dropping down. And Sorby Esports taking game number 1 super convincingly. Fruity, Kvist, and Hansen firing on all cylinders. They got their wheels changed. They got their oil changed, and their transmissions are kicking. They're going. They had 12 shots on goal to 3 from Enjoy Gaming. I mean, that really is the tail of the tape. Enjoy Gaming had 7 saves, but it doesn't matter because the other 6 went into the net. So it is what it is for Enjoy Gaming. All they got to do is try to make these mid-match adjustments and just try to play to the next game and maybe not get themselves tilted. And yeah, first goal for them here would be huge to try to equalize things as far as momentum and control of the game goes. And winning this face-off might even be even more crucial to that. If Sorbet Esports gets the first goal, they might not be able to come back from this. But we'll see what happens. Is Nagflo and Hansen off the face-off going to go the way of Sorbet Esports here, looking for the shot cleared away by Enjoy Gaming, but it's right back into the zone. Hansen, oh, he missed. Almost makes that connection, but cleared back to midfield. Now it's going to be Nagflo looking for the shot here. It's going to go in, and Enjoy Gaming taking the first goal and taking the first lead in game 2 with 14 seconds in.
Well worked, solo play there. Manages to knock the pit to the side there, just to make it go, but just arc in a little bit, you know. Get that little arc.
And now Summon C. Enjoy Gaming taking the early lead, but obviously Sorbet Esports had some pressure early, capitalizing on this one-on-one opportunity. Maybe Doomane able to clear that one away from Hansen. Now it's Doomane flicking it once low, net by Fruity. And now, oh my goodness, Westman tapped that off to Hansen and gave him the goal. And I think that Westman was looking for his teammate, and there was no one to be found. It was nothing but orange. 1-1.
Westman needs to have needs to give Hansen his PayPal there for the assist. How much was that? Like $5?
It's about five. It's worth about $5 there. Westman trying to get that out, and then Fruity over to Kvist. Kvist hits it off into the corner. Fruity trying to follow up. He does. Slams it against the back wall. Westman comes up with it, trying to flick it over. Kvist. He does. Tries to get the shot, but Hansen makes the save. Back around with another tap over to Hansen. Hansen looking for that, but broken up by Nagflo. Nagflo looking for another shot. He went low, and Kvist went high. It's still hanging around at 50-50, and a good save by Hansen. And keeping it in play is Westman. Kvist comes up with the ball. It's a double tap onto the sidewall, and almost a second tap with the 50-50 net by Nagflo. Keeping it in play, Hansen off to the corner. Hansen and Kvist looking for this play, and rolling back. Fruity with the shot. It'll be off the post. Nagflo being able to play it off the post there. Back around. Kvist with the shot. Way wide. And just keeping it in play. There's Fruity. Waiting for it here is Kvist. He's going to take control and try to take a shot towards net. Going to be wide. Westman trying to clear it out. Played back in by Kvist. And now trying to play Enforcer a little bit was Kvist. Couldn't find anyone. Fruity able to push it back to the other side of the field. Back. Westman can't find this ball. And Kvist can't find it either. And finally, Nagflo gets up and he's able to punch it over, but he's met by Hansen. Hansen gets it down past Doomane, and he gets blown up in the process. 3 minutes left to go in this one. And Kvist able to get it over to Fruity. Fruity not able to find the ball. He just taps it back to midfield. Hansen's coming up with the shot. It's a light shot, and able to make the save was Westman, but the opportunity maybe? No, he opted for the boost instead. Low off the crossbar. He gets the shot down. Doomane. Well, that's a huge mistake by Kvist. He opted for the boost instead of this ball right in midfield, and that gave Doomane an easy shot off to get that rebound on the crossbar. It's 2-1.
He should definitely not have gone for the boost. Should have either pushed Doomane a bit sooner then, or should have stayed or pre-jumped just to maybe predict where the ball was going to go there.
Back down, Hansen pushing this back into the zone. About half this game gone. Hansen looking to tie this up maybe. Pushes it over towards Kvist. Can't find him. Broken up by Westman. Westman trying to give this over to Nagflo. Nagflo can't find it. Broken up by Sorbet Esports. Still in play though. Pushed away by Kvist. Kvist to Fruity. Met by Doomane. Hansen back to Kvist. Kvist can't find that ball. Hansen's gonna put the shot towards net. Bounces low off the back wall. Back over to midfield it goes. And not getting a good tap on that is Westman. And as now, getting blown up. Fruity, but it's in play for Kvist as he almost bullies it in. Hansen's gonna finish it off the rebound. 2-2 with less than 2 minutes left to go. Sorbet Esports ties it up.
Great 50-50 here to knock it up for Hansen, just to slice it in over the only defender that was there.
And now, 2-2. Looking to try to play this one out is Sorbet Esports. Back to the corner. It goes. Kvist meets it for Fruity. Fruity doesn't get that second tap. No one gets that second tap. I mean, it says he did, but let's be honest. That was like the pixel of his tire. The shot down from Nagflo saved. Good pass. Nice shot, but too slow. Got a minute 30 left to go in this game. Nagflo back over to Westman. Westman broken up by Fruity. Fruity trying to stay down on this ball. No one can find it, and it is Fruity who comes up with it. Back to Kviss. Kviss with the shot onto the net, and it's going to go in. And Sorbet Esports is taking the lead, 3-2.
Yeah, seems to be a little bit too close together there. Domain nearly getting that save, but didn't have enough momentum going forward.
And now it's Enjoy Gaming finding themselves in a 1-goal hole here with 1:23 left to go. See if they can tie this game right back up. They are down 1-0 in the series to Sorbet Esports. Not looking good here as it's off the backboard. Cleared away by Nagflow. Back, down, pinched against the wall. It finds itself on the opposite side of the zone. In midfield, Nagflow looking for it. He gets a nice little tap. I say little tap, it was a big tap. Kviss missing it. Hansen backing him up. Hansen towards the net to Fruity. Fruity looking for the shot. He does get the pick, but it's going to be high off the crossbar. And Wasman over now, trying to find Dumain. Wasman now finds himself, but Kviss comes up with the ball. Up to Fruity or Hansen. Everyone goes down like, oh, well, everyone's going for it. Everyone just go down. No one hit this ball. 45 seconds left to go. Still up by 1. Back around. It goes. Dumain trying to get a tap. He can't find it. Broken up by Fruity. Wasman trying to find it. He can't. And a shot by Hansen for the pass from Fruity. It's 4-2 with 34 seconds left to go. Sorbet Esports looking to take Enjoy Gaming to elimination station.
Indeed. Another great angle from Hansen to get height and power onto it. It's good just below the crossbar, but definitely enough power to slice in and make sure that a save can't be made.
Enjoy Gaming may have 7 shots on goal, but they're just not being aggressive enough, especially defensively, not making the challenges that they need to. And that's the result is going down 2-0, most likely in this series, and being forced to try to come back and make a reverse sweep. And unless they make those changes and they can play those challenges more in midfield and also defensively, they're just not going to get it. When they get offensive pressure going, they can get their midfield rotations down, but it breaks down so quickly and it's not on point. They get desperate for goals. And right now I think that Sorbet Esports has gotten into their heads maybe a little bit. Just it's superb play, superb synergy by Kviss, Hansen, and Fruity, just playing so well together. And I think it's getting to Enjoy Gaming a little bit. Just need to slow down and, well, you need to speed up, but you also need to just kind of, don't be so passive and waiting to see what happens. Don't let them get into your head and just kind of reset. You make the challenges. You have the opportunities to make those challenges. So if they do that, I think they'll be in a better position going into game number 3 here. But it will be Sorbet Esports taking game number 2, going up 2-0 in the series. And now Enjoy Gaming. This is do or die for them as we get underway here in game number 3 of our grand finals in this Rewind 3v3 EU. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Joe Please on the play-by-play. On the color is Dwarf, but high off the backboard. It rolls up the ceiling. They're keeping it in play. Enjoy Gaming. All the bully by Dumain, but it's not going to matter. Kviss and Fruity both on that ball. Hansen comes up with it in midfield, pops it over towards the corner. And now, when you thought Enjoy Gaming might have had an early opportunity, Sorbet Esports has flipped it right back around, able to clear that away. Hansen opting for Fruity. Fruity finding that shot down. He gets it. Fruity doing it to himself. 1-0. 24 seconds in.
What a knock-up for himself there off the backboard. An inch perfect shot there just before the defender got it, and just well finished.
And right now we got coming right back up is Dumain. Dumain looking to try to get something going. Hansen was already on the backboard, waiting for that one. It was Kviss pushing it back down to Hansen. Hansen trying to meet Kviss there. Couldn't necessarily get him. It's Nagflow now, trying to clear it out of his own zone. So Esports taking the early lead here, and they might not give it back the way they've been playing. But a 1-goal lead is fragile. You need more than that, and they're looking to do just that. As this goes to Kviss. Kviss off to the side. He's air dribbling it down, and it's met by Dumain. Dumain over to Wasman. Wasman back. And pinched by Nagflow and Hansen, but Fruity was right there. And Dumain gets the pick over to the other side of Sorbet territory. Wasman going to take a shot towards the net here. It's going to be bounced off of Kviss onto Fruity to the opposite side of the field. Nagflow getting this off the ceiling. That's an opportunity, and what a defensive effort by Kviss there. Able to hit that as it came right back down, right there where he needs to be, off the side. He's able to get past Nagflow. He's still trying to find the ball, but Kviss not able to beat Wasman on that play. And now back Hansen to midfield, net by Nagflow. And they're getting They're getting this ball in the offensive zone, but they're not getting great shots onto the net. And it's just, there's nothing materializing for them here in the offensive zone. And right towards the net it goes. Off the crossbar it goes. Kavist gets the finish. 2-0.
What a prediction here for the final finish from Kavist here. Knocks it down, notice it's not quite going in, so follows it up and sure that it does.
3:12 left to go. A 2-goal lead by Sorbet Esports. 2 shots on goal. That's 100% efficiency. You can't get any better than that, and that's going to be a third for 3. Hansen, they can get 3-0 with 3 minutes left to go, and Sorbet Esports looking to run away with this and complete the sweep. Not looking good for Enjoy Gaming right now.
Well, you say it can't get better than that. It just did. Hansen proving Joby one there.
Yeah, you gotta love when the players prove me wrong there. Maybe they would have made the save. It's Fruity. Maybe they get something on the board here and kind of reset the clock in their heads, if you will. And able to take the shot as Nagflow, but Kavist makes the save. A little too slow for his taste. Fruity picked off by Dumain there. Back in his own zone, is going to take it out. Nagflow, Kavist back to midfield, met by Dumain. Dumain over to Nagflow, trying to get a shot down. It's going to go wide. Now back around high it goes to midfield. Dumain pushing this towards the net. Wasman trying to find it, and he does, but it goes right to Hansen, and Dumain able to follow up. What a play by Enjoy Gaming, and that is exactly what we needed to see out of them at the halfway point in this game. Down by 2 now. Enjoy Gaming.
I mean, hopefully they can keep up the momentum and try and pull it back and come back for the sweep, so that they can hopefully make it at least interesting enough to.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep this pressure up that they have going. It is in Sorbet territory right now, but in control of the ball. Well, now it's Enjoy Gaming with control of the ball. Nagflow is able to sneak it past one guy, but it goes to the opposite side, finding itself in the other corner. Wasman can't find that ball. Kavist able to run away with it back to midfield. Kavist picked off, or no, not picked off at all. Able to come back down with that ball after getting hit a little bit. Fruity and Hansen waiting for that, able to push it back towards midfield. Less than 2 minutes left to go to force game 4. They gotta win this game. Back, Kavist dumps to Dumain. Dumain over to Wasman. They might have something, but no. Fruity was up there waiting. It's Nagflow pushing it back down to Wasman. Wasman can't find that ball, and all 3 members of Sorbet Esports in that corner. And resetting, Fruity, the shot towards the net. Oh, the pick! What a pick by Hansen! Right off the side of the crossbar in the post to make it 4-1 and possibly put this out of reach for Enjoy Gaming. Hansen, why you gotta do it to him?
Hansen, the angle god. He may as well be a god. He's brought back so many games and made it even wider apart.
As Fruity off the backboard looking to pile on the goals now to really seal the deal is Sorbet Esports. As right now they're just on point as far as their team play goes, and Enjoy Gaming, solid players, but the better team has been Sorbet Esports in this game, and that's all that matters when you're playing a 3v3 and you're kind of equally skilled individually, but it's the composition that matters. And as we approach about a minute left to go, there's still time for Enjoy Gaming to get back in this game, trying to make it down to 2. Nagflow trying to find the ball, but it's pushed away by Kavist. Now Fruity and Dumain both fighting for that. Still desperately trying to get something going. Dumain taking a pass from Wasman. Now Dumain getting blown up. And Hansen going to take the shot towards the net. And Nagflow able to clear that away. But Hansen's going to get that goal. And with 5-1, you're down 4 goals. With 48 seconds left to go, you got to score about, a goal every 12 seconds. And it's just not looking like that's going to happen for Enjoy Gaming.
No, it doesn't, especially with the consistency that Sorbet Esports and like the caliber of this gameplay is just unreal.
And now, back around 40 seconds to go. Not impossible for them to come back from this, but likely improbable as we approach the 30-second mark. Dumain going to take a shot towards net. That's going to not go in. What a save by Hansen. Oh my goodness, Hansen, he made that look easy. He couldn't save that one though, as Nagflow was able to get that laser shot into the net. And 3 goals now down. Not out of it yet, but it's still...
I don't even care that that goal went in. What a save.
It was... Yeah. That Hansen save was crazy. Unfortunately, couldn't make the second save. And needing to win this face-off is Enjoy Gaming. They might be able to do that. Kviss trying to push it back over and not able to get that up there in time. Domain to crucially keep it in play. And now, as that gets pushed towards the net and save, 10 seconds left to go. It is definitely pretty improbable to score 3 goals in 5 seconds now. And Sorby Esports will be taking the sweep, and they'll be taking the bacon home to Mama. And Mama will be happy, but if Mama doesn't like bacon, she won't be happy. But then they can keep the bacon for themselves, and that's all that matters. The point is someone gets bacon, and that's it. That's just all I got. Sorby Esports,
amazing.
congratulations on winning the grand finals of our 3v3 EU Weekly. I am happy for you. I love the plays. Hanson, you're a god. Fruity, you're a god. Kvist, you're a god. At least for today. Only today. Enjoy Gaming. Thank you for coming out, making a great game 3 there. Definitely coming back and trying to make something happen to try to force the series more. Definitely come out again. Love to see you guys come back and improve more against teams like that. All you can do is learn and burn, baby. Guys, thank you all for tuning in today. Really appreciate everyone coming out. And I say coming out. Thank you for just tuning in. That's it. You're sitting at your computer or in your bed at home. Doesn't matter. I'm Joby Please. Brought you the play-by-play today. Bringing you the color was Dwarf, but we will see you guys later. And that's all I got. Rewind signing off.
See ya.